Hello everybody. Welcome. We're here, we're live, it's Tale of Many Warhipsters, Season 2, Episode 2. It's happening. A week late, I know. I can only apologise. Lots and lots of entries to get through, very exciting, and we've got the whole crew here today. Everybody is present and correct, which is great. So I am going to undeafen the lads now, and you'll be able to hear them before you see them, but then we will immediately be able to see them. So here we are. They are now undeafened. Please do not swear in the first 10 minutes so I don't get demonetized, because YouTube is being really funny about that now.
I won't talk for 10 minutes then.
Here we are. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Howdy.
We got everybody here.
Howdy.
It's great.
Full team.
The full team is here for the first time since ever. Just going to move things around a little bit because I realise there's all this negative space on either side.
Is this really the first time? And maybe it is, yeah.
Whose phone is right next to their microphone?
Both me and Adam did the exact same thing.
Thank you.
Sorry,
my
Dan.
work phone ticking away.
Wow, everybody's kicking off in the chat. People are clearly excited for the Tale of Many Warhipsters. Rich, you've already done one of these. Adam, you did a bunch of them last season, but things are different this time, Adam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say. Because I missed one.
Well, things are different now because there's nearly 50 people involved.
Oh my god.
That's
a lot of people.
Which is why we go a little bit earlier than I normally do on a Wednesday.
So we're not here till 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
It's a lot to get through.
Yeah. So there's over 70 pictures that we're going to be looking at today. And I must confess something before we begin. I have not done anything about any of the projects I said I would do because, of course, I got distracted by Cities of Sigmar.
Makes sense. It's a legit thing to be distracted by.
I mean, we all knew this was coming.
Yep, I did.
Yeah,
I think I've said on all forms of Tales coverage that once Cities of Sigmar comes out, that's me. I'm done.
Yeah.
Just like that's
You were
it.
pre-warned.
I am the Age of Sigmar. I have completed it, and there will be no more.
Exactly right. So, guys, friends, lovers, loved ones, are you ready for Season 2? Chat, are you ready? Please do smash that like button. And Chris Galloway hitting us up with a £10 dono straight away, saying, Mr. the Josh, any tips or advice for painting Archaon in all his magnificence, also bombardment? So firstly, bombardment! And secondly, I have a really good video about Archaon and how to paint him. One thing I would recommend, though, is I would suggest that unless you hate yourself, probably do it in sub-assemblies.
No. Everybody has to suffer like you did.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
It's part of the challenge.
Last couple of days I've been painting a miniature which I can't show anybody or talk about, and I painted it all in a sub-assembly and I regret it. And don't worry, I will say this in the video, but you know, it's that's the thing. But yeah, I think with Archaon it's just one of those things where you have to just embrace the fact that it's
The chaos.
Yeah, embrace the chaos firstly, but also you do have to embrace the fact that it's going to take you a little bit longer than everything else. But once it's done, you will have painted the biggest miniature that Games Workshop makes.
He is humongous.
Very, very big.
It is by far and away the biggest miniature that Games Workshop makes. I need to buy a Warlord Titan to see if he hits around about the same height. I think he almost does. which is a bit insane.
Probably.
Yeah, that is a bit mad, isn't it?
Titan of Sigma.
Exactly. That's exactly what he is. Right. But otherwise, Chris, you're going to have a lot of fun doing it, but just be patient because it will take a while. Right. Should we get on with it?
Let's do this.
Are you ready? Are you ready, guys? But thank you very much for the 10, Chris. And let's jump in, shall we? Immediately. So I'm going to have to do a bit of clicking as we go, because obviously I'm on the single monitor setup with 15 different windows open. Hopefully we have very few technical difficulties this time around. We shall see. So
who knows?
Next, so coming up now, the seamless transition over to the Tails screen. And then I'm going to move the chat over here so I can actually see what you guys are saying as we go along. But
I love the commentary.
I have to put it in a certain spot so that I can still see if the stream drops, you see. That's the thing. So here we are then. Kicking things off with myself, as we always do, to get me out the way, because it's the most boring.
It's not really, though, is it? Not in this case.
These models are just incredible.
Oh, they're just great, aren't they?
Stephen, you have not missed anything. We're kicking off literally right now. The very first one, we have myself with 10 of the finest Hammerhall Aksha steel helms. Free Guild steel helms. I keep, it's like a little bit of a tongue twister, right? Because in the videos I kept wanting to open up by saying, hello everybody, it's Warhipster. Today we're going to be painting a Cities of Sigmar Free Guild steel helm. And I was just like, nope, can't do it. So do you get bonus points for all the different cities you did, Warhipster? No, I do not. I don't get any bonus points because I haven't finished the unit yet. So I did the steel helms in the colours of the Hammerhall Aksha. I naturally, of course, did the Cavaliers as well.
So are they done as different city? I know nothing about I know nothing about Cities of Sigmar. So are these done as different?
No,
like,
so
each
these
horse
are
is different. Or?
So all horses are different and all the knights are different because they all sport their own heraldry.
Okay.
So they all have a slightly different colour scheme in some places. Some are quite close. There's just mildly, slightly different colours of reds, for example. But these all belong to Hammerhall Aksha. Because it's kind of a throwback to that sort of classic Bretonia thing where every knight is painted different and every knight is its own well, baron, I guess, or lord, or rules over a portion of mankind that then kind of rocks up to battle. Similar.
Biltong Boob wins the best comment, by the way, Josh.
Shame you didn't kit bash for Imperial Guard. Yeah, it is a shame. It is a shame, isn't it, Biltong Boob, that I used it for how it was intended.
Sounds like someone's trying to get put in the naughty box.
Sounds like someone wants to get banned.
Don't give us ideas.
I've just cut his allotted time at the end of this to 1 minute. And Biltong Boob painted some stuff. There we go. There we go, moving on. No, so we did them. Then I also, of course, did the two characters. First one is the Free Guild Marshal and Relic Envoy. And again, slightly different colours here, which is quite cool. I think it's supposed to be because it's because the Envoy, who's the little dude with the reliquary,
The head.
essentially hails from a different city, or is a junior in all ways. So a squire, basically. So it doesn't necessarily wear
an apprentice.
Yeah. They got quite a cool rule in the game. You can basically use him as a relic envoy to deliver orders or to stay nearby. You don't move him or anything, but you choose one of two things, which is pretty cool. And then lastly, the Alchemite Warforger, the man with the angry bucket, is here.
The angry bucket of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What's in the bucket?
In the bucket, you see the thing he's holding in his large tongs?
Yeah.
Cubes.
It's another cube that's in the bucket, smouldering away.
Rubik's Cube.
You should just throw those at people.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, have a cube.
Yeah, it's kind of like the most reminiscent of Balthazar Gelt we've yet had. Because it is all about
the face mask. Yeah, I guess is a bit similar.
Yeah, and it is all about metal magic. You know, these guys hail from Shaman, the realm of metal.
Michael Jackson's. Yeah, I was gonna say, Michael Jackson's favorite realm in all of the mortal realms.
Just makes you think of Rush Hour.
Absolutely. Right. That's me out of the way.
Oh yeah,
Well,
we should
hang
probably
on,
say you've done great, Josh.
Before you move on, yeah, no,
God.
one thing I do like actually, and I've seen, you've done it. I've seen a couple of other people do it as well with their Cities of Sigmar that I've seen, is actually having the cohesive theme of one city, but actually mixing up the color palette between them. So what you did with the Relic Envoy, where you said he was the junior, essentially. I think that's really good, and it gives them the feel that the Cities of Sigmar have in the lore, like the Dawnbringer Crusades, where like they are assembled from the city and kind of the outlying settlements around it, and they're going off to go and bring the light of Sigmar to the mortal realms and stuff. I just think it makes them look more, well, for want of a better word, more human, more ordinary, and that to me is part of the appeal of the army. In this high fantasy setting, they are just the guys. They are just they have magic and they have kind of interesting technology, but they are the regular human faction, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, they're the mortal
dudes.
the mortal baseline,
Yeah.
essentially.
Also, on the steel helms, I think it was, the transfers look incredible.
Oh yeah.
Some
Well,
of the
flat
best
surface, isn't
transfers I've ever... Yeah. But yeah, they just look fantastic. And like when I first saw them, I actually had to like look closely and was like, hang on, is this painted? Is this transfers? What's happening here? Because they just look seamless.
Do you know,
I do.
they're so easy
Oh, God,
to
sorry.
they're so easy to apply that you don't even need to gloss the surface first.
I was just going to say, moving up slightly from transfers, because I'm looking at the Chamonite Warforger, or whatever he's called. I do have this image now of him doing a Gandalf and just going, "Don't worry, Frodo, it's quite cool." Except the cube is in fact very, very, very hot.
Yeah, just burns through someone's palm.
Yeah, exactly.
What, you can't hold it, you pussy?
Wait, you broke your swearing rule.
I didn't. I did not. I was referring to a magical cat.
Yeah, okay.
Meow meow.
Also, it's been 10 minutes, so YouTube won't demonetize me now. So
Oh, fucking hell, I've been holding it in.
theoretically, they won't. But
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We shall. Okay, there we go. Sorry, demonetize repeated swearing. Right, I believe I've actually got version 1 of the pack. So Adam, we'll have to do you at the end.
That's fine. Sorry, I've just seen a comment from John H in chat who just said they're just normal men
Just in
in relation to the Cities of Sigmar, which I love.
They're just normal men. Just in
I don't know if they're innocent men.
Well, probably not. So I think last time, Rich, you had to make an apology, Mr. Smith.
Oh, should I do it again?
I think you might have to make a second apology.
I'm gonna apologise. So I'm through wedding season now and party season. So in theory, I should be free to paint. But next week I'm having an operation, so I'm probably not going to be free to paint for a little bit. So apologies. But you know what? The rest of the guys are making the effort for me.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
He's going to come back with a vengeance, you watch.
Yeah, I'll come back with I'll paint like a massive Imperial Guard infantry on the side.
Yeah.
This is one miniature.
Yeah.
Mr. Gwatkin, I believe you also have an apology to make.
Yes, I got slightly distracted this month by Baldur's Gate 3, and then when I was going to paint, it was sweltering hot outside and had no energy to. But I have got about 2/3 painted Chaos Space Marines that are almost done, just not quite good enough yet to show it to everyone.
Hang on a minute. So how have I contributed something? Like, I wasn't even on this last month. And I could... What? I'm getting mugged off here. This is...
We can see in the background how you contribute everything. You're a machine.
Fair.
Look at all of that.
You make a fair point. You make a fair point.
But there we go. Apologies made. So we're going to move on now to the first of not us, because it should be Adam next, but I've got the wrong version of the pack here, so I'll have to email it to myself towards the end, and then we can look at Adam's stuff. So we're going to move on now, and we've got lots to get through, as I've already mentioned. So, kicking things off with Mr. Grim Harkness, he has done for us some destroyers. I forget the name of them.
Skullpeg, aren't they? No.
No, they're not Scorpec. They are
These are the
Locust
heavy
or
destroyers, aren't they?
Locust.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the-
Locust heavy destroyers.
I knew that. I was just teeing you up.
Yeah, Locust. I don't know. I assume it's meant to be Locust, but I've seen people say it both
Locust
ways.
sounds, yeah.
Sounds more like it, doesn't it?
It's like
A
yeah,
Locust
it's
is a
done the usual-
bookcase you get from IKEA.
but they've done the usual GW thing of like taking a word that you know and just spelling it wrong, and then copywriting
Everyone
it.
loves copyright law. But these look really good. I really like them. I like the green.
Great.
They're lovely.
I can't
They-
remember the
they-
name of
slightly
this
greener.
dynasty. There is a name for
His
it. though.
dynasty, yeah. He's got a proper like they look properly aged. You know, like they've like a fine wine. They've been sitting in the tomb world and they're now aged and annoyed about it because they're destroyers. They hate everything.
I love like how like the orange glow kind of matches the bases, but then there's just that sort of little bit of white to offset to like the otherwise like 2 or 3 tones that you've got. Just like an extra like accent color really helps bring together the scheme, and it looks really effective.
Yeah, it's really nice. Really nice. And it sets off against the bases as well,
Yeah,
having the
that's what I was
Martian like the
thinking.
Martian iron crust. It sets off against it really nicely.
Yeah, it all works really well as like a combination together.
He's made the resurrection orb particularly shiny as well, which I really like. It looks like
A Dragon
on
Ball.
a bit of a Lord. Well, a Dragon Ball. I was gonna say, you know, the Palantir.
Oh, yeah.
When Pippin looks into it and it's all flamey
Yep.
because Sauron's like
That's Pippin.
new phone. Who dis?
It's a Locust Lord as well, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Destroyer Lord. Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool.
He said, "This month I've mostly been working on a unit of Necron Locust heavy destroyers and a Locust Lord. I decided to build and paint these because my regular opponent takes a Fire Prism, which has been making a mess of everything strong in my army. Suffice to say, they did exactly what was expected on them in their first game, and deleted the Fire Prism."
Good. Fire Prism
amazing.
should be deleted from life.
Haven't the
They've also
Fire
gone up
Prism's
in
been
points, so
deleting
now you're
everything?
trying even more.
Yeah. No, I really like him. I agree with Mini Creative in the chat as well. Like the because the Lord is a conversion and it does just look like it could be a GW kit that Chris has made there. So yeah, really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I think like the Destroyer Lord and then the regular Locust Destroyers are like weirdly like the 2 things that haven't been updated from the old range yet.
Yes, yeah. No, you're right.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Didn't they get a big one? What was the really big one they got? The Destroyer with a gun.
The heavy.
That was the
destroyer.
Scorpec Destroyer Lord. So you got the
It's
Scorpec
the
Destroyer
like the
Lord and
crawly
yeah,
ones.
Oh, you lot are confusing me. These Necrons.
too many names for
There's
it.
combat destroyers, there's shooting destroyers, and then there's the
I thought
like
there was
yeah.
another
It
one.
used to be
Destroyers.
like destroyers were like had destroyers and heavy destroyers, which are like anti like heavy infantry and then anti tank, and then they updated the model for the anti tank one, which is the heavy destroyers, which is these guys, but they didn't update the other model. So
Yeah,
they're supposed
the
to
old-
be. They used to be part of the same unit even, and now they're 2 different units, and one of them has been updated and the other hasn't.
Still lost.
I like so Ryan in the chat's made the point he has some very old Necron destroyers because like the OG ones of these, like the super old ones, look like they were on little flying scooters with like a weird front leg thing on them. It was like they were
Okay.
really bizarre, yeah.
Yeah.
But these ones, but we should be talking about
Yeah.
these ones. Chris has done an amazing job. I really like them,
Yeah.
and I look forward to seeing the entire dynasty together because I think when they're all together, you know, as with everything in the family photo, they'll look amazing.
We'll call it the Gorgon Dynasty because it's close to High Fleet Gorgon. Right. Moving on, shall we?
Hello. Years.
So next up we have Dave.
Oh, Dave.
Smashing it as usual.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
With Dave's got quite a lot actually. So we have we've got some Tempesters. They have been
Nice.
magnetized, he said, so that they can also be ran as Fulminators. But the Tempesters currently work better for what he wants them to do in his list. I've always quite liked the Draconian Guard, Dracothian Guard, I should say. Despite the fact that the Dracoffs are a little bit like a pot-belly dragon at this point. Like especially when you compare them to the Storm Drake Guard.
Yeah, I did
You leave
find
them
them a
alone. They're
bit.
doing their best. They're doing their best.
These were like the prototypes before then they've moved up into the air. So
They
these
must
were,
look
like...
at the Stormdrake Guard being really annoyed, going, "Oh, you fuckers got wings."
Yeah. Yeah.
These are the little doggy dragons, basically.
Yeah.
It's the
no,
sound of monetization
Horse
flying
dragons.
out the window.
Sorry.
Yeah. Dave's colours are always on point. Colonel's saying in the thing
Yeah.
he loves the colours.
Vibrant,
His
yeah.
purple's always absolutely sick. There's
Super
these
sharp.
really purples.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love these.
The stonework on the base,
Always
Yeah,
on
I was
point.
Say,
always on.
Is that a molded? Is that a molded? I reckon. I don't know if Dave's in the chat, but I reckon is that one of those like molds that you use? Where you
I
put green
think we
stuff down
asked
and you
this
run a
last time,
roller?
Adam, and I think he said
Did
it
we?
was a roller thing.
That makes sense. There we go.
I
But
could
yeah,
be
no, they look.
completely wrong, and
they-
he's just like, no.
They look. They,
could have been like hand drawn on there. So
Yeah.
whatever he's using, it's looking good.
Yeah.
no, yeah, they look really good. Really good.
Ryan approves of anything gold and purple. Golden boys for life. That's my boy. Well, we got another one from
Good
Dave.
combination.
It's not gold and purple, but it is gold and red. We have
Oh, it's cool.
Nice.
what he is calling a battle mage from the Cities of Sigmar battle mages, right, from the Collegiate Arcanum. It's a conversion, this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that bits of a Stormcast that have gone into that?
Yeah.
All of that is so crisp. Like the edge highlighting on the metal bit of the staff, really
And
really
the
good.
shading
And
on
red.
the cloak as well
Yeah.
to get the shadows. Yeah, it's really nice. I like the contrast as well between the sort of the brighter red on the cloak, the kind of not cloak but like cloth piece at the front, and then
Tabard.
the sort of more pink. Yeah, the tabard, his apron when he's on dinner lady duty, and the sort of pink, the pinkish of the robes as well. Like it's a slightly different red. It's really nice. It's really well done. I mean, Dave, yeah, he's got this down. Looks really good. It's also officially the swollest battle mage.
Yeah, he's been doing
It's
his
to carry that
chest day.
staff around all day long.
He's literally stood there shouting, "Every day is arm day!"
My favourite detail here is this little bit of shard glass just down here with that very subtle little white highlighting going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really good.
Just there in the middle. It's really nice, that. It looks...
Bit of kryptonite.
Yeah. I mean, if it's from in Evocator or in the other ones, it's generally got soul stuff trapped in it, and you can trap other souls in it and then use it as a holy hand grenade. Is how the Stormcast often use them.
Dave's in chat and he has, I hope in a weary way, because you're right, and he definitely has told us before, gone, yes, roller.
I knew it.
He says it's the Vanquisher's head. It looks like the Vindictor to me, but you would know.
Looks a
So
bit like Gandalf.
next up from Dave, we have some more endless spells.
Oh, nice.
These
Awesome
are...
stuff.
I can't remember what they're called. Hold on.
Magic balls.
Everlasting gobstoppers.
Oh yeah, that's better. And the one on the top right is a Beyblade.
The Geminids of
It
Ulgish
looks
and
like
the
one.
Deus Arcanum.
Sweet. No, they're really good.
You
Really
can
nice.
determine which one is which.
Yeah.
I don't know
I see.
enough about them, but yeah, great jobs.
Yeah, really nice.
I like the Deus Arcanum because you can summon it as a little platform for a Stormcast wizard. And the Stormcast
Oh, is that what
wizard
it
goes
is? A
on top of
platform?
it.
It's one of those
Okay.
ones.
Yeah. So there used to be, I don't know if it still is. I mean, it probably is. It's still a piece of terrain that you can use, but there used to be a really big platform thing that that wizards could summon. That you put a wizard on top. You can't move or anything, but they get like,
It's like the spiraling tornado piece.
Yeah, that's
I
the
remember
one.
that.
and you get a bunch of benefits to casting. And it used to, and also crucially, you couldn't be charged because you were like right at the top of a spinny stick. Now, obviously, the model had to be able to
Kinda makes
fit,
sense.
so you couldn't like use one as a Lord of Change to put a Lord of Change on top. It had to be able to fit on the top. But in most Tzeentch lists, it would appear because it would, you could just put a Zangor Shaman right on the top, and then it would just be like, aha, present fire.
Pew, pew, pew.
It was very good. There was a pretty meta list at one point that required one, if not two.
Yeah, I remember this was back when I was still reading the AOS rules, and that list was going around, and Tzeentch was all at the top and just spewing out mortal wounds from range and all this sort of stuff. And I think
That's
that model on top of the little tornado was
Tailwind
one of the
Vortex.
reasons why it was so strong.
Captain
That's
Manor
the
is giving us a hand there. The Balewind Vortex. But yeah, no, I really like these. The Deus is a Stormcast equivalent of the Balewind Vortex. It does the same thing basically. Well, its rules are different, but it's the same sort of thing. But it does give your Stormcast wizard a disc, not of Tzeentch, which is fun. And then lastly from Dave, we have more purple boys. We
More
have
stuff.
Oh, yeah, they look.
the
Great.
Questa Soulsworn. These were from the most recent Warcry box. Might not be the most recent one actually.
Oh,
These are
okay.
from Nightmare Quest, the last big box that they did, because they've done one of the
Yeah.
little ones recently, Crypt of Blood, I think it's called. But these are lovely. So that I really love this unit because it is a group of Night Questers. So it is a group of special Stormcast that Sigmar has given a specific task to do. Normally he gives it to individuals. They either have a penance that they have to make, or they have a very specific task in mind. In this instance, the task is so severe that he is charged 5 or 6 of them with.
Sounds like a D&D party.
It pretty much is. It's kind of
The A-team, yeah.
They are.
Can they hop?
What are your classes? I'm a paladin. Oh, he's a paladin. She's a paladin. That one over there's a paladin. Jeff's a paladin. And Steve, paladin.
Oath of Vengeance paladins, no oath breakers here.
Not like you.
Not like you, actually. I have managed to do.
Shoving people around.
I have managed to do a whole playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 as a paladin, not the one that we've started, but as a different one, and not broke the oath once. So
That's pretty impressive from what I've heard.
yeah, so I came close.
I like it.
You're a good boy.
I came close with the vampires, but ultimately it was all good. But Dave, you're crushing it out here. I need to get on with doing
Smash it, mate.
my Quest of Soulsworn because I
great.
really love them as a model.
I really like that the inside of the cape's a different colour.
Mm.
So,
The red,
I love when people do that.
Such an
It's-
effective scheme. Though.
Yeah.
Just the purple and the gold, and it's such like a really lovely warm gold that pairs so well with the purple.
I must admit, I really like those like the bluish fur on the cloaks as well. Like I know we've got like the range of different furs, and then those two really kind of bluish ones that stand out. It just looks really nice.
He said in his email that he's aiming to get to 10,000 points. Obviously, he's currently at 4,280. So he's nearly halfway there.
Nearly halfway. I like
Crushing
it.
it.
Just do the other drag. I think you've done both the dragons, actually, haven't you, Dave? I think you've done both Krondys and Karazai. Because I was going to say that's 600 points right there, but I think you've done. He's definitely done Krondys.
I think he's done both. I think he's done both.
What about the really big one with the 2 hammers? The centerpiece models with all the dragons.
Oh, do you mean the Lord Celestin?
Yeah, is that one?
the Celestin
that's a-
Prime?
Yeah, that
Celestin
one.
Prime,
That's a
is it?
big model, isn't it?
He is a big model. He's a cool model as well. One of them is a hammer, and it's the hammer.
Galmaraz.
Morlin, oh, okay.
Galmaraz better than Mjolnir. It's literally the god hammer. It's what the whole thing. It's what the whole company is named after. Is Galmaraz.
Yeah.
And the other one
The
is
one and only Warhammer.
yeah. The other thing he carries is called the Comic Strike Scepter, and he uses it to summon a comet from space to the battlefield. Yeah, he's a pretty cool model.
The name gave that bit away.
It's pretty sick. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's quite cool.
Dave, thank you very much. You're killing it, bro.
Crushing it, mate. Crushing it.
He's gonna get 10,000 points before next month. Just do Stormdrake Guard. You'll be fine. Right, Dave, thank you very much. We move on to our next one. As I mentioned, we have a lot to get through tonight. Next up, we have Mr. Paul, PT13 painting with a commissar and some guardsmen. So we obviously saw his entry last month was the command squad. Here we have a really nice blend of stuff here. So I really like the Kriegsman as the sergeant,
Yeah.
and then the commissar in particular. I can't figure out what the bits are, and I was hoping you lot could tell me.
So, yeah.
So you're the guard expert, Rich. You should be the one to tell.
Well, Mr.
Yeah, you should
Boob
be
is the random bits expert. So maybe in the chat you could help us out. But is that sword a sword from? There's a pose with one of the sisters models that does that, right?
There is, but that is not a sister's sword, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Most Imperial armies have somebody who is presenting.
Have somebody's pointing.
Yeah, to be fair, standing on a rock pointing a sword.
Go that way and shoot things.
You know, I actually just apart from the hat being from any kind of like guard, command squad / officer kind of model, I can't point any of the models. Maybe the cape.
Paul, if
The
you're
legs
still
are-
here, you have to help us.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost like one of like maybe like you've taken one of the like the female commissar's pose and like done like a head switch or like a torso switch or something, like just to get like the legs up on that rock maybe. It's hard to pick though. It's very dynamic and looks amazing.
It's third-party wargame exclusive. Yeah, so I was thinking that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Ah.
Because that face doesn't look like a GW one.
Yeah, I was trying to pick that one because I was like, surely you've done maybe like cut the hat off the commissar and put it on maybe like one
Yeah.
of the custom heads from the Cadians or something. But I'm trying to figure out
No,
where you got the like the lower half of it from.
They look really nice though, and I like these models are so dynamic, and I think the way that Paul's painted them as well has really brought that out. Like they just especially the guys who are all sort of running forward, like the guy on the far right hand side as we look at the screen, and the guys kind of on the far left, like they just really look dynamic. They look like they're like being led there by the Krieg sergeant who's going like that, and they're going what and just charging. So yeah, no, I really honestly think you've done a great job. And actually, what's good, what's also a testament to how good this is those are all just dark colors, right? Like fundamentally, it's a very muted. Yeah, no, but that's what I mean. It's a
such a
really
great
muted scheme, but it reminds me a lot of the mobile infantry from Starship Troopers, actually. So I really like it.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Just
shout.
that, like again, a pop of red and as
Yeah, just
with
the little
all
and the
guard
yellow on the
armies,
plasma.
The transfers really sell it as well.
Yeah, no, it looks
Yeah,
awesome, man.
this looks
That's a great
fantastic.
job.
This guy in the background here, the
Yeah.
Kriegsman. Excellent work. It's excellent work. You're absolutely bang on. The scheme is fantastic, Paul.
Well, and again, this will look incredible once there's like 100 of them in like all advancing with their tanks behind them.
You hear that,
yeah.
Paul? You kept saying
Paul,
to me that
get painting, mate.
you kept saying to me he wasn't going to get it done, and then he did get it done because he's a hero. Yeah, good work, man. Now I'm looking forward to the next one.
Looks lovely.
I'm looking forward to the next one. Now, the next entry comes from a man who is completely computer illiterate and doesn't quite understand the rules. He just sent me a text saying, "Rate me, bitch." So this is Mr. Subtle Joe, if he's watching.
6 out of 10. Which is
Still better than Josh.
I was gonna say Joe may not realise, but 6 out of 10 is the highest praise. You know, like when you're in uni and like a six, like I remember because my wife's Canadian, when she like learned about how uni works over here, and she was like, "What do you mean like 70 is like the best grade you're ever gonna get, and that's like a first? That makes no sense." I was like, "Yeah, but it's because they'll never give you like a 95 because that's like you're a PhD candidate already." So yeah, 6 out of 10. It's the highest praise we can give. They're lovely. Move on. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Again, I love the purple.
Purple looks fantastic. The sort of like bronze, the basing looks incredible.
Yeah.
It just works really well.
Proper like ancient civilization, turned to evil, thought it got defeated. Oh no, now they're skeletons. They're on their way back. Oh, and there's a vampire in charge. Brilliant.
Did you
Like, you can imagine
Joe into doing Sigma, by the way?
Joe wanted to get into AOS and has been going on about Soulblight Gravelords for a while, and this is his first foray. And
That didn't answer the question though.
I think
did you do what you did to me and Adam and wear him down into getting Age of Sigmar models.
No, I think you'll find 10th edition wore him down into getting some Age of Sigmar models, and I had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
No,
More specifically, probably Eldar.
yeah. So he has finally taken a step into the. I think because he's working on a Mordheim project as well. So Soulblight Gravelords was a good place to start.
Such a perfect.
That's really cool.
And they're also like, if you had to, you could also like probably use these in other game systems as well, because skeletons are kind of everywhere. So like you could definitely use these in D&D, for example.
Yeah.
You know what? Something I've noticed in his picture. He has at least 9 painting handles in the background.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He asked me. He asked me where I got mine, and I was like, "Why? How many do you have?" And he goes, "Like 10." And I was like, "I only have 7." So no,
I've
you
only
can't
got
have
3. I need to. Oh, I got 4. I need to get more. No.
I love Captain Mannering saying, "Joe, I mean, I appreciate the effort, but definitely could try harder." So
No,
Joe,
really good.
if you're watching, chat has deemed you. You need to try harder.
Purple. I quite like Carl of Hodgie. He's referred to him as his new name should be Purple Joe the Purple Hoe. Because he loves a bit of purple.
Yes, the mighty Joe, subtle Joe, with his unsubtle messages. But yeah, there we go. Thanks, Joe. Next time, use the email.
No, I'm going to start doing what he does when I paint again now.
God, it's going to be anarchy. I will lose track of entries. I guarantee you. Right, moving on now. We have our stalwart of last year, Mr. Chewy.
Oh,
He has two
Chewy.
entries. And first up, we have some Ravenwing attack bikes.
Cool.
Nice.
Real
Ravenwing
nice.
are always
Yeah.
close to my heart. I played them all the 7th edition, and these look great. Just like classic scheme, done well.
Yeah, I really like the like burning, the metal burn on the melter as well. That's real nice.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I've always wanted a Respectus on who can do that really well.
Yeah, it's hard to do, and also it's like again, really you can tell it, you can tell instantly how that it's well painted because it's again fundamentally various shades of black and grey, but all the details stand out. And the model,
Yeah.
like the marines stand out from the bike. The edging on the bike's really nice. The edge highlighting's really nice. And on the tyres as well. It's really nicely done.
That has to be the brightest light box I've ever seen as well.
The crispness
Just
of the
light
highlights
void.
on the chassis of the bike.
Yeah.
Are
Chewy,
fabulous.
Chewy actually took these photos inside Hish in the Mortal Realm. So this is just what it looks like.
He took a trip.
I love the feathers, like the wings and on the tail, when they're done so well. Like if you've got a white background and they stand out. So
Yeah. Big
Yeah, they
big
don't get
hussar.
lost in the white.
mm.
Drill your barrels. I knew someone was going to say it.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to say it. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I never drill my barrels either, so it's okay to do so.
Hey, I'm of the view you don't have to. I'm of the view you don't have to. So I have no feelings on that.
I don't do it.
I
And I
won't.
put videos on the internet, and I know
I just-
full well
yeah.
I'm going to get told to do it.
I just can't
do
be
that.
fucked.
Them as supplied.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, Chewy, amazing job, mate. Really, really good. And again, I assume this is going to be part of a whole Dark Angels Royal Ravenwing strike force of some kind. So very exciting.
Every barrel I drill looks cockeyed, so nope, I won't. Yeah, no, I'm the same. I always miss it. I've got so many Stormcast, Storm Bolters, where one is in the bottom left corner.
Oh,
and
if you
one is in
converted
the
them for
bottom right.
space for Space Marines.
No. I will say what others think. Joey, you've done an excellent job on your Ravenwing, but you've done a really fabulous job. Also,
Yeah.
he's setting he's setting an expectation he's going to submit a bike every month now.
Nice.
So I'm just
Looking forward to it.
saying, but you need to next month there needs to be no bike, so you crack the tradition. Otherwise, you submit another bike next month.
Terminators are acceptable too, but bikes will be preferred.
Right, his next entry though.
Dusty Boys.
Nice.
Love it. I love, you know me, I love a good rubric marine. These are fantastic.
They're so
So
clean.
crisp.
Job as well.
Yeah, it's like yeah. Oh, I'm very jealous. Like, everything on them is so clean. The blue is clean. The
Yeah.
purple on the tabards is clean.
So much
Tabard is
detail, it
word of
stands
the
out
evening.
so well.
The blue is like so vibrant, and then if you look in those like in their headdresses,
Yeah.
like, you've got like basically like a black lining each, but separating each line of yellow and blue, and those are, I know from experience, are quite small. That's not easy to do.
Yeah. As someone with a 1,000 Suns army, those are a bloody nuisance. Those things to paint, and Chewie has done an amazing job. And not only that, of course, he's also, you will note, done what I have tried to do on some of mine, but not all of them, and not everyone does this. But if you look at the guy holding the Soul Reaper cannon, you will note he also has stripes on his wrist and on his leg plate as well. So yeah, and as does the Aspiring Sorcerer as well, and
You know
those
what?
are
I've
even
played against
smaller and
Thousand
even
Suns,
harder.
and I didn't know that.
Yep, yeah, they are very difficult to do, and yeah,
They're done
props to
so
Chewie for
crisp
doing
here.
it. Yeah, it is. This is Gary Lineker. This is crispy. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's a hell of a reference.
That's
joke
not
on
a
paint
reference I would have
advice.
thought I heard today on a Warhammer stream.
I've had a long day. I'm making it weird. No, and I also, the other thing, again, as someone who's painted these dusty monstrosities, I also enjoy the fact that Chewie has quite correctly picked out the kind of runic writing that is all over these, all over the Inferno bolters. So that in green as well, there's like loads of little runes in there, and he's picked them out really nicely. So really, really, really well done.
He says he's used Frostheart over metallic. Which metallic did you use out of interest? I might have to steal it. And then pretend on the internet that I came up with it.
Yeah. See, when I started mine, I did Achillean green over Rune Lord Brass because I was being lazy and cheating, and it looks nowhere near as good as this. And I wish they'd had Frostheart when I was around.
Mini Creative says amazingly clean and the blue color is spot on. Yeah, no, it is. It's
It really is,
fabulous. Because that's always the trick
Always glowing.
with the contrast paint. You know, is that there's always that thing of the darker your undercoat, the brighter the contrast paint you have to use in order to just like get the color that you're actually after. So, like for example, with something like Alpha Legion. The instinct is to go for a lead belcher primer and then use something like Ultramarines blue, but actually because Ultramarines blue comes out so dark, you won't get the color you're after, so you actually have to go one step up and use Achillean green to get it. So Frostheart over Vallejo metal color range, gun metal all over, then silver from above, all with airbrush. There you go. That's how we did it. That's how we did it.
Really good, mate. Really good.
Excellent stuff. Dewey, you're a legend. You're a legend of the titles. Two excellent submissions from you, sir. Moving on though, because we don't have lots of time, is some Shatterpoint from Mez. We have,
very nice.
and I forgot the name of them last month, and I forgot the name of them again. Something Guard.
Yeah, I'm
Magna Guard?
Magna Guard.
Yeah,
that's
Magna
it.
Guard. Yeah.
I'll see myself up.
So we've got some B2s. They're B2s, aren't they? B2 super battle droids.
Yeah.
Roger.
That's a different droid, but yeah.
Those
There would be a B1
all
if there's
droids.
B2s. There'd be a B1.
But they don't do the Roger, the super battle droids, do they?
No, they're
super
very
ones,
silent, aren't they?
The super ones do it, but it's really deep.
Roger.
They punch the other ones, don't they?
Magna Guard. Yeah, see, everyone's already correcting me because I know I did this last time. Last time I talked about Shatterpoint, I was like, what the hell are those things called? Everyone's like, Magna Guard, you fool.
They're the magnet guard. They
look
guard your
lovely.
magnets.
But here
It's
we-
always a treat to see these models as well, because I haven't actually looked at the Shatterpoint range, so every time someone submits these models, I'm like, oh, what are these? Look at these. Oh, don't they look good?
Do you
So
know
I
when the
like them
Magna
'cause I
Guard
like-
first appeared, Josh?
Do I know when they first appeared?
Yeah. Just out
No.
of interest. Okay. I do.
Would you care to share your interesting fact?
No, I want to be like, you know what? I'm scared I'm wrong now, but I think it was in the cartoon Clone Wars series when they first appeared, beating Shakti up.
I believe that was correct, and I was really hoping you were going to make some Revenge of the Sith reference. I could be like, no, actually, it's the Gennady Tartovsky 5-minute Clone Wars series. Yeah,
which is epic, that series actually. And
I
watch it.
I like them because of the noise that their staffs make.
Yeah.
They make like a brrrr noise.
Yes.
Very weird, but I like it.
But on the note of the models, I think his super battle droids look absolutely fantastic.
They really do.
They're really good
because that's silver on the torso looks exactly like it's just come straight out of said Clone Wars movie.
You know what's also interesting about his models is that they've got 2 on a base.
Yeah. So in Shatterpoint, some things like the battle droids, the super battle droids, you get a couple of different ones on the base.
Yeah, that's quite cool. I like that. It really adds to the volume of the army. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it actually feels like an army.
I also really like that one of the Magna Guard is actually moving forwards and isn't doing the splits.
Yeah. Further to your previous comments, yeah, these ones are not doing the splits, which is really nice.
The B2s aren't doing it either. But no, they look absolutely fantastic, buddy. I should actually have a couple of days spare soon, so I should actually be able to put out my first Shatterpoint video. I've just been very busy and very hot, so we haven't done much on the Shatterpoint thing. But you guys, because this isn't the last appearance from Shatterpoint either tonight.
Ooh,
yeah, it's been popular lately.
It has been popular, and it's cool. It's a really cool set of miniatures.
Yeah, cool.
I watched Ahsoka while I was eating dinner, so I'm well up for some more Star Wars.
I've heard it's good. I'm only on episode 2. Sorry, no more Star Wars references.
Let's not talk about Ahsoka because I've not watched the most recent episode yet.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm sure I'll have thoughts. Thank you very much, Ryan. Next up, Vilka Era.
Oh, come on, man! Look at these.
This is outrageous.
Oh, they're well good, mate. They look awesome.
So I will just caveat this. So of course, the theme of one of the things that we're doing this year in A Tale of Many Warhipsters is I will lottery pick someone at random and I will buy their next miniatures. And a lot of people messaged last month saying, I'm doing Leviathan at the moment, and I know it's Battleline, but do the Infernus Marines count? And I've obviously said that yes, they do, because to me it's weird that they're not a Battleline option. It means that, traditionally the Leviathan box means that the Space Marines, half of it, you can't actually play legally. But these days it doesn't matter.
For structure of the box, they should be Battleline. Battleline of having 6 of these in a squad. I mean, I think that would be cool for Salamanders.
They're Battleline for
60 Infernus Marines for Salamanders.
But for the person of this, yeah, absolutely. They're the Battleline option in the box, so I think it would totally make sense.
No, I love what he's done here. They're fantastic.
Custom heads and
that second one from the right, its helmet is so cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is my favourite of all of them. Is the Anglo-Saxon Viking helm, that is with the beard sticking out.
Yeah,
love it.
So how do you do those flames coming out? It almost looks like you've taken a flaming sword or something and then put it on there, or sculpted some extra flames. But they just look fantastic.
Yeah. You know what I like as well, the way that Vilka's done the guy on the far right as well. So it looks like it's the others are clearly firing them, right? So you've got the jet of flame coming out. His one is almost like he either has just fired it or he's about to, because it's just the little the little column of flame where it's just warming up. Yeah.
It's
really cool.
It really sells the drama of the models as well.
It
These
feels
aren't just
hot.
guys that are carrying extra guns. They're putting out gouts of flame and burning shit up, basically.
Oh yeah, man, that's awesome. And the glow on the eyepieces, on the sergeant's wrist as well. The glow that's been done there. It just all together is just really, really well put together as a. And I will say one thing actually about all the squads we've seen tonight so far, and I'm sure we'll continue. Is just like they all look, and it's it's a testament to the paint jobs that people have done and the way they've set them up when they've taken their photos. They all look like they are like coherent squads that are doing something, and I think that adds so much as well. Like the sergeant looks pretty damn scary, right? Like you wouldn't want to argue with him, would you? When he's coming towards you, maybe he's just lending you his knife so you can actually spread some jam on your toast.
Yeah,
but,
and then we're gonna toast him up with the rest.
And
of
then
the
we'll
squad.
toast it for you.
Just toast it for you, yeah, breakfast squad.
I also
But
want to
I think it just goes to show
to his photography skills because these are excellent photos. Just the way they're lit as well. It feels warm. Do you know what I mean?
Feels like last week, yeah.
Right. It feels like if we'd looked at this last Wednesday, we'd have had to stop.
Oh, do you know what's quite cool? Because I was just thinking, because I've been trying to learn trying to learn Norwegian, and I didn't know the word for squad, but I knew the word for breakfast, and in Norwegian these would be frokostslag, which would be breakfast squad, and sounds so much cooler in Norwegian.
That sounds so cool.
Well, there you go. There you go. You learn something.
Only Adam could come out with that.
Weird flex, but
The other thing I was going to say is this is a perfect example of how adding just a little bit of extra personal detail to each miniature brings a whole squad alive, because every miniature in the squad has just something a little bit custom about them, and it really sells them when you all bring them together.
Yeah,
really cool.
Yeah, like the guy with the sunglasses.
And these were push-fit miniatures, let's not forget. Right.
Yeah, indeed.
Let us move on to the next one. From Space Wolves to Dark Angels once more, we have Lacuva, who has done a bunch of Dark Angels intercessors. There is a closer-up picture, but I wanted to use this one first, because it's the wide-angle shot, of course, of everything that he's done.
All together.
I like the Blade Champion hiding in the back, going, "Wait for me!"
I particularly like the guy at the front left, who's just didn't want to leave any weapons behind.
No, he just bought everything. Bought the lot.
He's living the scout motto: always be prepared.
I believe that's a magnetization. Which is
no, it's and he gets all the weapons and all the attacks from the weapons. He's the ultimate.
They all just get extra attacks because you get extra arms. That's how it works, right?
Dark Angels, mate. Weapons of the Dark Age. It literally means he has all of the weapons from the Dark Age. No, they're really, honestly, really, really well done. And I like the sort of the Dark Angel specific bits in there, like the sword, as well on the squad sergeant.
Yeah, it's one of the coolest things in the upgrade kits that they've made, and also that sword isn't like Dark Angel's locked. It doesn't have like a winged angel on the head either.
It's just a pose, isn't it?
I've definitely used them in Space Marine armies that I've made before, being like, I'm going to steal that.
Yep, exactly. He does have a close-up. I'll show you this one, because you can really see the
highlights on that are so good.
And the handcrafted, the I don't know what word I'm trying to look for, but the
Painted?
squad markings. Yeah, like the you know what I mean? Not transfer. Hand painted, handcrafted. The artisan squad markings on these free range Dark Angels are really well done. They are really, really nice. Yeah,
Beautiful.
very clean.
Yeah,
the bone color as well, really well picked out.
There's also the right tone of bone color, because like the Dark Angel's bone color, it's such a weird thing. Like the Deathwing, it's quite warm, but for everybody else, it's really cold. Which is just slightly bizarre. Not sure why.
I like the fact the sergeant as well has the gold symbol on his chest as well. That's really nice as a differentiator.
Oh yeah.
There's just so many like extra little details that you can pick out, like extra bits that are done in silver, or like everything's just like is perfectly placed, and overall it's like, oh yeah, there's a lot of Grey Marines, but when you actually look at each in detail, you're like, oh wow, actually there's like tons more like to find here, and like the highlights are super crisp. Just looks really, really great.
And I agree with Ryan in the chat as well. This also does win the Gary Lineker Crispiness Award for the highlights. Really well done.
Very much so.
Walkers.
I was looking for that comment and then I was like,
I extrapolate based on my working with.
The Crispy Award. Gary Lineker Crispy Award.
I like it. Thank you, Lakuba. Next up, we have Dambuster UK, who comes at us with some cool boys.
Ooh,
so we have
this
what on
guy's cool.
earth is that thing?
It's a marsh crawler slog goth? No. Hang on.
It's not the Sluggoth, is it? Because that's the
It looks epic,
one,
whatever
I
it is.
think.
It's definitely the marsh crawler something.
It's the weirdest game of basketball I've ever seen.
It is, yeah, the marsh crawler slogoth. I knew I was right.
It is.
Yeah.
That was the
Really.
maybe
I love the tone in the arms/legs/arms.
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Like,
skin as a
blending
whole is
there
really
is
well done.
stunning.
Yeah. Even around like the fingers and the claws as well.
Yeah, I
like
was just
really,
looking
really
at
nice. Really smooth.
Channeling some Meg in that.
At first, like you look at it, it's like, oh yeah, it's just it's skin, it's fine, it's painted. But then you actually look at it again, you're like, no, wait a minute, that's been painted. Holy, wait, how? And
Yeah,
then
like,
you realize
really well.
all like the levels of blending and detail that's gone into that because it just sells as realistic.
I like the metallic on it as well because it looks kind of damaged and like because the Cruelboys hang about in swamps, right, and they're big on their kind of toxins and all that kind of thing, and the metal kind of almost looks like it has that. I don't even know how to describe it, but it has that kind of worn, used look that I would always associate with with like the Orruk races, I guess, of the Mortal realms. So yeah, really nicely done overall, really lovely.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. It's a really cool model. People have been asking me to do one, but just ask Dambuster. He knows how to do it.
Done it, mate.
This is fun. I bet if I asked him, I'd be like, "Yeah, that's probably how I would do it." No, it's an excellent job on it.
Yeah, that's great.
He's got some actual gut rippers as well, because
Oh, nice.
he wants to be in with a
Nice.
chance for me to buy him a toy. With the Battleline.
Such cool models, and the red is just so beautifully done on there. Really fits
Yeah,
in
and
with
the
the rest of the scheme.
Yeah, and again, like the shading on the shields as well. Again, like they do look worn. They look kind of like they look rough in a good way. In that
Are
way,
the
that
shields
kind of
like
Orruk
designed to
stuff
look
should
like
be.
that, or are they?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
sculpted.
they're
Okay, I
Yeah.
thought they
They're
were
me-
like just
they're
faces.
they're meant to look like Kragnos, aren't they, Josh? That's the lore behind that. Is that they've designed a lot of their symbolism behind Kragnos.
I believe
Is
so.
that right? As the god of destruction, yeah. So that's pretty cool. The big centaur dude.
Mm. With the most ridiculous charging ability of all time.
Yeah. I quite like the guy in the front with the vulture as well. That's really cool.
Yeah. No, it's
The
nice.
work on the wings is nice. Yeah.
It's nice. Orruk war clans are they're fast becoming a favourite of mine. Particularly with the with the Cruelboys. I haven't given them enough of my time, I think, in this edition. And sadly this edition is nearly over. Because it's September now, and before we know it, it'll be July.
Yeah.
And AOS 4 will be here.
Goes by as it passed too quickly.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I think they've been
Time
one
flies
of the...
when you're wearing a vulture.
Yeah, I think they've been one of the best additions to the Games Workshop range in general because they're more kind of gangled, and I love like just how dark
That's a good word.
Cruelboys are.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are kind of. They're more of the like. I don't know. I like the sneaky orc aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like the big tough orc
Kinda
aesthetic
grimy.
is cool. But yeah, like the kind of almost goblin-esque, but without the kind of slightly more mad touch of the Gloomspite Gits.
Yeah. They've corrected me. It is the special Gut Ripper boss. Yes. It is
Ah,
the
okay.
one with the bird. It was one of the.
I was going to
event
say I don't remember a
exclusives.
bird from the usual kit.
Yeah, it's one of the event exclusive ones. It's very cool. I think there's much more to come from the Cruelboys as well, which is very exciting because they're very cool. But thank you, Dan Buster.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We now move on. Get your salutes out. We have our first military rank here. The Colonel of the 149th Death Corps of Krieg is here. Got a couple of entries. So first we have some Tree Revenants.
They're cool.
To go with his Colonel, not what's it called? Arch Revenant that we saw last month.
They're really awesome. They're really. I mean, the Sylvaneth range as a whole is really cool, and the Tree Revenants with the kind of the spirit of kind of, I guess, an elven spirit ultimately within the sort of tree body is really cool, and the way that the Colonel's done them here is just lovely, and the different shades. Yeah, and also the different shades on the Revenant kind of wood bodies as well. We've got the kind of darker body, but then he's gone to the lighter. Yeah.
It almost looks kind of like realistic, and then you've got a very sort of, with all the different textures on the base, it sells it almost like these semi-realistic trees, and then you've got this almost glowing spirit coming out of them. It looks really, really cool.
Yeah, and I love the banner as well. And the Waypiper. They're just like really cohesive, really well done, look really nice as a squad together.
It's that really autumnal theme.
Yeah, I know, it's very appropriate for this time of year with where we're going, although not last week's weather.
Just the tabard here.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's really leafy, isn't it?
Yeah, you got some really nice blends towards the bottom there, which just look gorgeous.
Very much so.
They really do look like they've just walked out of the forest.
They are the forest.
That's some excellent basing work. I know I've already touched on it, but just like the variety in there, I've been looking at them and I just keep on seeing more and more things, and it really like when I do basing, it's like 2 or 3 different textures and that's it. But there's so much in here, and it just looks it really helps the model come alive.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100%. He's got some more with some Colonel Hunters.
Colonel Hunters are like the cool. Yeah, they're like, as I say, the Sylvaneth range as a whole is really cool, but the Colonel Hunters in particular, I think, are just really nice.
These guys in like Spirit of Death who love me a big tree carrying a sword.
Also, do you know what?
Props blade guard.
To yeah. Props to him as well, because he's put all of the extra kind of little ghost bug bits, or not ghost bug, but like those sort of blue spirits and stuff you see on them. They're all little bugs. They're really small when you build Colonel Hunters, and he's put them all on. They're really, really nice. That's lovely.
It ties them in with the previous squad as well.
The chat.
There's also a Spike Swarm Hive there.
Yeah.
Which is the little one in the bottom right. The little endless spell.
Okay. I thought that was a garden.
I like it because the Spike Swarm Hive is a hive of magical bees that make the Sylvaneth move faster.
I like it. Is that because the bees like magically speed them up, or are they just running away from the bees?
It's like
trying to catch their bees. Like their bees have escaped and they're trying to catch them.
It's like that age-old internet meme with Oprah Winfrey. Bees.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah, not the bees.
No, not the bees. You're crushing it, buddy. Sylvaneth, man after my own heart. Right, moving on, Colonel. Thank you very much, sir. We have Ricky Drinks Paint. With
I hope not.
Well, he must do to get these skills, because he's painting Saurus Warriors. Now, we've got 3 close-ups here, and then we've got the whole unit as well.
These are looking lovely. Look at them.
And I'm
such
a huge fan.
Cool models.
And Saurus are awesome.
You've really done them justice here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's like classic kind of colors, but just done well, and like great color choices, great highlights. Just, everything's looking good.
Yeah, I like the choice of basing plants is very appropriate as well for a junglish environment. The sort of ferns and the big leaves, really nice.
Are those
really nice
laser cut plants? I think they are.
I wonder if they're the ones from Gamers Grass, because I've got some of them and I haven't used them
various
yet.
different ones. Like some people use like brass ones that are like you kind of pop them out and then like twist them, and there's a lot of them different ones out there, and I need to find some ones because I really should do a jungle theme on a basis at some point because they always look fantastic.
That drum looks really hittable.
Colonel's drum looks very hittable. I like that's a good. It does look very hittable. It does. No, I was gonna say Colonel's made the comment in the chat. It says another army I'm tempted to pick up. Love the colours. Colours are excellent, and I fell for it.
You can't go wrong with dinosaurs.
I need to do mine, and I'm tempted to do something along these lines because that classic sort of bluish colour for the Saurus. I'm not sure you can beat it.
He's here. Ricky's here.
Nice.
He's done an excellent job on them. I've got the full picture. I'll show you. So there's the 10 all together.
Nice. Yeah, they just look.
They look
so
cracking.
good.
Really good. Really nice. And again, like the dynamism of the models comes through in the paint job as well. Like the lead, the Saurus Alpha, I believe he's called, is kind of urging them forward, and they are advancing.
Yeah, if this was actually coming to you in real life, you would definitely be intimidated by these guys.
Yeah.
Not
6 foot tall lizard men, yeah.
By a
I think if
Saurus
one was
warrior.
coming towards you, you'd be intimidated.
It depends on the Saurus warrior, right? I mean, it could be a Saurus warrior that was born within the mortal realms, and that's a scary enough prospect. But it could be one that's literally manifested by the stars to murder you specifically in that instance.
Yeah, that would suck, really, wouldn't it?
I would take them.
Yeah.
Really
I'll go
like
and fight
them.
the skinks instead.
I really like them. You've nailed that. Absolutely nailed the blue buddy. As we saw.
Yeah,
with
really good.
With the Agrodon Scar Veteran that we saw last month, and it just. You're making it very difficult because like we've had Seraphon as a release. They're very good. We've had Cities of Sigmar as a release. They're very good.
Yeah.
We've got the
Josh,
upcoming Iron Jaws
No, go on, sorry.
as a release.
I was going to say, Cities of Sigmar are cool, Iron Jaws are cool, but look at this. Look at this from Ricky. When you do this, you can sit there and go, na, 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 and just live out all your Jurassic Park dreams.
Yeah, I mean, just dinosaurs. They're just cooler than everything.
Dinosaurs and dragons. That's where we're at.
Dinosaurs and
Dragons are just dinosaurs with wings, right? So it's just,
Basically, yeah.
it's just raising it a level.
I suppose in some ways they are dinosaurs with wings. But yeah, more new cities need to turn up. I agree, Carl, as do more of everything, because I think right now Age of Sigmar is absolutely killing it.
Popping.
It's always been killing it. The models, like, basically Age of Sigmar has the best models that GW produce, and GW produce basically the best models in the world, so they're some of the best models in the world.
Yeah.
Always look stunning.
Yeah. No, 100%. Thank you very much, Ricky. Killing it. Next up, we have Plops of Corn.
Ooh.
Who doesn't have
These things.
corn.
Here we go.
No, these aren't plops at all. These are little Nero gaunts.
These are popcorn Tyranids.
Yeah, they are popcorn. If you could eat a Tyranid, which Tyranid would you eat? That's the question, isn't it? Would you fry up one of these guys? You know what? I haven't painted my ones of these yet, and considering how small they all are, I think Plops, if I may call you Plops, has done a fantastic job on picking out the chitinous armor and the flesh really nicely in all sorts of different shades. I think these are fantastic.
High Fleet Typhon.
Yeah.
Looks like High Fleet Typhon, yes.
Also, like the contrast of the you got the bright pink, sort of almost glowing from the brain, but then you got the legs or something, like just done in that really sort of bright blue, really offsets. And there are those two bright colors against the sort of more dull, chitinous armor over the top. It really works and makes them stand out.
Yeah, the node beast, especially with the big brain. Yeah, really nice, really lovely.
Yeah, then the Martian bases as well.
They're the only
Yeah.
they're the only models in the Tyranids range that I feel could be a pet.
Well, maybe good to have a spore mine as long as you kept it on a very, very long leash.
A winged high tyrant.
Taking your spore mine for a walk. What happened? You got too close to the neighbour's cat and exploded doing D3 mortal wounds.
Surely you'd
And a
have
spore mine is something a cat would like try to like tap. You know, like a little ball or something.
Yep.
No,
Yeah, great.
you know what? I will say as well. I don't know Plops if you did it with like dry brushing or just edging. Because obviously again, 'cause these are very small models. But even on the carapace with the black to grey transition or the dark grey to light grey transition, really nice, really lovely.
Yeah, no, they're great. I really like them. Like I said, you've already said it. Like the choice of color here is just on point.
Yeah.
He's got another submission.
Ooh, has he? Let's see it.
Blade,
boys.
Blade Geist.
I mean, I was hoping for more nids, but these also look fantastic. And I love the OSL effect.
Now,
Who are you gonna call? Stormcast Eternals.
now, we have to take a moment here because the glow on the bases from their spooky spectral trails is
Real cool.
is
It's
spooky.
amazing.
They've literally emerged through that pavement. Like that is the feel you get from these. Is
And
really
it's
cool.
really good pavement.
But also you've got that transition. You've got the transition from the dark cloak into then more blue into then the ethereal sort of like white pale green, and then that spills out onto the base. So you've got like the whole transition there, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it looks like as they've kind of come up out of, I guess, the grave site, they are almost becoming more corporeal, or they're becoming less ethereal as they move, like fly into the air, which is like really nice. It's really nicely done.
They're my favourite of the Nighthaunt range because they're the most Dark Souls of the Nighthaunt range.
They are very Dark Souls, aren't they?
Because they're just ghosts with impossibly heavy two-handed swords. It's so good.
Sure, why not?
I love it. I love them, and he's executed them absolutely brilliantly. If Alice is still watching, she'll be jealous. But yeah, no, like if you look, for example, here on this one, on the left picture at the front right, that blend
that's my
through
favourite.
is absolutely fantastic. And like I pointed out, the spectral reflections on the actual pavements. Then you've also said here on the basing with the pavement, you've got the grass growing through some of the paving slabs around here, for example. It's
That's just showing off.
It's just it is showing off. And
It's
very
really
well
like
executed.
it's enhancing the already great models through like all the choices that they've made have enhanced the story of the model. Like Adam was saying, like coming out of the ground and all this sort of stuff. These models feel like they're part of the world because you get like what they're doing. They feel more dynamic because the models are actually now
interacting
telling
with
a
the
story.
base and everything. Yeah.
Yes, Alice is here, and yes, she is jealous. She actually said to me the other day that she's getting this close to painting Lady Olinda.
Gotta do it.
Do it.
It's the last one we're waiting for, Al. And then for your next birthday, I'll paint you a black coach, even though you don't like the model.
do it, or I
I
riot.
think it's a cool model.
To be honest, the
Self-serving birthday present.
black coach is probably the most Dark Souls model that is in the Nighthaunt range. But these guys, I think, are the black coach is the boss. But these are definitely the mobs.
It takes you 40 attempts to paint it then.
It does, yeah. And each time you fail, you die and lose all your souls. But yeah, no, absolutely crushing it, Plops. Of corn.
Maybe for Halloween.
No, I love it. Thank you very much. Next up, we have Adam, not you, with
mate.
some jackals.
Nice.
Very nice.
Blood for the Blood God. Actually, yeah, I'm wearing the t-shirt. Blood for the Blood God. Very nice, Adam.
Blood for Blood God.
Blood for
Let's go.
Blood Gods. Oh, back in my day, we had to get up at 6 a.m. and collect skulls for 48 hours before we were even allowed to go to bed.
So these are to accompany, of course, his Lord and Vertus that we saw last month. And yeah,
Lovely.
I like the Jackals. I like them because they are a very understatedly but very, very clearly Khorne unit.
Yeah, they feel like
yeah.
they're just out the Khorne's mayhem.
Like when you look at these models, they're undoubtedly 40k and undoubtedly Khorne.
Yeah.
They are the most Mad Max of the cultists that are available as well, which is always good. And also Scarbrand in chat just saying the correct mantra: Bloodfoot, Blood God.
Always attack.
Thanks, Scarbrand.
Yeah, no. So one of the reasons I love them so much is they are, I think, the only double chainsword wielding unit in the game.
Yeah.
Officially, yeah.
Which is interesting to me. Because we think of lots of things as being like double chainsword wielding things, but they're not.
Yeah,
the Jackals are.
When
You
the
still have
8th
to make
edition
a
came
Space Marine
around, they
captain to
loosened
do
up
it,
a lot
can
of
you?
like the choices, so you could potentially put like double chainsword Vanguard veterans, but they were never officially that. But these were I think like I said, the first and only official unit that has that sort of dual wield chainsword.
He's here. He says thank you. Nah, man, you absolutely nailed it. I also one of the things I like very much about this iteration is that we've got obviously some weathered weapons, and there's a little bit of gore and things. They're very, very understated on the weapons and things. It's not like, as you see quite often with Khorne miniatures, just blood. Blood
Everywhere.
Blood. And bits of sick as well, by any chance.
Blood and bits of sick.
Yeah, I love the choice of colors, a really dark sort of gunmetal color, and then just pops of blues or reds here and there, and then just a nice clean sort of consistent skin flesh cut tone as well, and then it all works well together, really, really well.
Yeah. No, they did it really good. And also, how can you not love any unit that features a man who's literally just got a sort of metal bowl filled with skulls that he wants to hit you with? Why not?
An angry wicker basket.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
There was a perfect
Keep
for
my mother in
practicing
there.
painting skin. Oh yeah, absolutely. The cultists across all of them. So you've got your regular cultists and your jackals as well. Just really good work and excellent opportunities for practicing painting skin. And yeah, you've just got really clean
Very
flesh
much so.
tone on there, which is really good, really strong, really excellent work.
Yeah.
Nice one. Well done, Adam.
And that comes from another Adam, so you know it's sincere.
It's legit when it comes from me. Also, to be fair, because I've painted these guys for my World Eaters, and they are because there is so many new sculpts, there is so much detail on them, and Adam has picked it all out, the little wires in the skin. Because if you look at them, you'll notice they all have little like wires or scars and stuff on their skin.
Oh, is that what they
I
are?
think it is
Okay,
maybe
yeah,
meant to be scars, yeah. And he's picked them all out, which is really cool and shows a bit of dedication to the blood god.
Yes, yes. Right, moving on, Adam. Thank you very much. We now have Carl Paints 518 with. I tried to line it up, right, and I couldn't. So these are two different pictures side by side of two halves of the same squad.
Okay. I was wondering what's going on there.
Brother Jeffrey in the middle is having a bad time.
But here we have.
Help
Black
me,
Templars.
I thought my glasses had broken.
We have Black Templar Crusaders here. They're Crusaders.
I mean, the
Crusaders.
the Crusader
I think
squad
you need
looks
to move
awesome.
one Marine over to get it lined up, I think. But they look fantastic.
Oh, no.
They're-
So
they're-
you see the middle guy, this one here.
Yeah.
That is the same one there and there. So, but
That's what I was saying.
When I put the image over the top, either the gun would line up from here to here, or this chest plate would line up, but it would not do both.
Right.
You
so
know-
rather than splitting those, you've given them some twice. That
I
approve.
Yeah. I agree with Mike in chat who says these look badass. They absolutely do look badass. The guy leading the squad with the big Templar sword, the Templar sword that you get in their like upgrade kit or on this squad is just one of the coolest swords in 40k, in my humble opinion. But what I also like about this is, much like we were saying with the Nighthaunt earlier from was it Ricky? From Plopsicorn. There's a story here. And the story, which I'm interested in, and I hope others are interested in, because it immediately stands out, is one of them is holding an Imperial Fist's helmet, and the other one has a Power Fist, which is seemingly from an Imperial Fist. And obviously, the Black Templars are,
just nicked them.
Yeah, they are. Well, but they are like they are also Sons of Dawn. So I like the idea that maybe they're trying to avenge. They're trying to avenge a squad of Imperial Fists who've been maybe killed by some orcs on this snow world.
Homage.
Yeah, it's just it like immediately tells a story. It makes the squad like even more interesting than the paint job, which is fantastic. Already makes them. He's included the skull of the Cacodominus, which is the one on the far left. He's holding the relic, the skull with the 3 eyes. It's called the skull of the Cacodominus, which is really cool. Because Templars are all about the relics. And the candles on the backpack as well, on the power pack, are really nice. Yeah, fantastic. Really, really, really well put together.
The Mini Creative says the snow looks like it's been kicked up from them charging. Yeah, absolutely does. Like, when I first saw these pictures, it put me. I think this might be a second month in a row where I have referenced the King Arthur remake with Clive Owen. And there's that big fight they have on the ice lake.
But, that one. Yeah, I was thinking of the more recent, less good King Arthur one, but the one you're referencing.
The one with David Beckham in it, because that's what I was thinking about. I was getting really confused.
Yeah, no, not that one.
The romantic King Arthur one that you're talking about with Clive Owen, that's actually quite good.
Oh, 2004 film.
Yeah. There's just something very reminiscent of like warrior knights marching through the snow with murderous intent. I just like it. Can I ask why the yellow is used in parts here, Noob in 40k lore? I think it is because Black Templars historically have been painted with yellow weapons.
Okay.
Here and there. But it might also be that there is, as you were saying, an Imperial Fists reference, because the Black Templars are a descendant of the Imperial Fists.
Sigismund and Dawn.
I'd like to think that one of the jackals from the last pick stole a Black Templar's uniform and is sneaking out with an Imperial Fist skull. Aye, blood god and all that.
Don't mind me. I'll be on my way.
Fair. Thanks, Carl. They look great. It's a very nice, dramatic photo. I like it.
Sorry, Bill Tug Beavers just described the Guy Ritchie King Arthur remake as Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Arrows, which I love.
It's about right.
Yeah, the Black Templars are successors of the Imperial Fist, so they would definitely have some Imperial Fist junk they're all knocking about.
They're all Sons of Dawn. Just some junk.
Yeah.
Where should we have Dawn's hand?
Put it in the cupboard with all of the old Imperial Fist shit. We don't need that anymore. We've got new uniforms.
I like to think it's like when you used to play Sunday League or under 11s football, and you'd go to the kit bag, and there would be like 15 shirts in there that were all the new shirts that you had, but then there was one from like 6 seasons ago, which is a different color.
Yeah.
Which you have to wear. It's kind of like that, I reckon. In the Black Templars armory, it's like, look at all these glistening black power armored suits, and then there's just this one sort of mouldy yellow one.
Like the school cricket bats. The 2 new ones, and then the old one from like 30 years ago, which was a toothpick.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, fine, I'll have to use this one.
There is the other possibility is the one novice there with the Imperial Fist helmet at least is actually going to work on a building site, and that is the appropriate color of PPE to make sure that he is visible at all times whilst on site. So he's brought that with him for later when he goes back to the site.
It's gone to work on the phalanx, or if that's
it's Imperial Fist. They like building. They like their Imperial Fist successors. They still like building fortresses, although Black Templars love a bit more crusading.
Yeah.
So
he is right. Next up, we have Simon.
Oh, love this.
who has they have a name. I can't remember what it is, but he said it's inspired by Bretonnia.
Oh, okay.
Gonna say
There's lots
because
of different
every one of
heraldry
them
going
has
on.
different
Yeah, I like the
colours on
heraldry.
their knee pads and on their shoulder pads as well.
I
So
love
yeah,
a red
like,
bolter
I
as
love
well.
the unifying silver then within the heraldry sort of on the shoulder pads.
Yeah,
And the
it's
sergeant
real
has
nice.
a gold face plate.
Yeah,
Love
you're
that.
right. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah,
It's lovely.
it's cool because it's different.
Mm.
That's like it's. I mean, it's well done, obviously, but it's just like a different scheme, a different way of doing it. It's really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's lots of character to them as well.
Yeah.
Also
I thought
means
they
that you
were
can
silver
probably like
Templars to
use
start
all
with, but I
transfers you get as well, rather than just the one again and again.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
definitely.
Yeah.
Silver Templars. No, I think he's given them a specific name. So I think I recall the word Orpheus in it.
Silver Marines.
But yeah, no, it's really cool. And it doesn't. It shouldn't. To my mind, it doesn't normally work, but this absolutely does.
So painting.
I think it's because the silver
skill is so good.
I think it's also because the silver is like the nice unifying color. It's you know, as you say, it does give that like Bretonnian, and the same as you did with your free guild cavaliers, right?
Yeah.
There's the unifying scheme throughout, but then there's like the little pops of color that give you the individual heraldry. I can't get my tongue around that word tonight. Yeah, it looks
unifying
really nice.
colors, like the blues. There you can see blues across 2 different models. You can see reds across a couple of different models. You can see yellows across a couple of different models, like whites across a couple of different models. It's not like here is a purple marine, here is a blue marine, here is a like green marine. It's like there's common colors that echo throughout different marines.
And on the guns as well. Like the guns are all the same. So the bolt guns like are a nice like a unifying feature as well.
Mm.
Yeah, really cool, man. What a cool idea for a Space Marine army.
Do you want to see another cool idea that he had?
Yes.
Certainly.
Absolutely.
Like a cool idea.
Mr. Smith, you'll want to brace yourself for this.
Ooh. This is Sparta.
That's such a nice color.
So when I wanted to do mine, well, I say wanted, this is what I thought they'd look like in my head. So he's executed it perfectly.
Yeah. You need to get the recipe.
Yeah. I have the recipe. Don't say that because Josh will stab me.
They are fantastic. They are really nice.
That flag is really cool. What? I wish I could turn the model around because what's on it is like that's not normally what's painted on that flag, right, Josh?
No, it is. Those are
okay.
That's the sculpted detail. It's the face of Grungni, I think.
Oh, well, it looks like it's flat, so that's really good. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
These are.
Also,
Go on.
I was just going to say, it also shows what like such a simple swap to like get the different shields on there, but they look like they were always meant to have them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very.
They're really good.
And
it's very.
the basing
reminiscent.
texture picks them out as well.
Yeah. No, it's great. Like.
Let me know where you got the shields from if you're watching. Sorry.
Yeah. I think everybody wants to know. They look like. Doesn't the Minotaur's character? He used to have one that was quite similar, right?
Yeah, the Minotaurs in 40k have this similar sort of color scheme as well. It's that like classic kind of pseudo Greek phalanx Spartan scheme. Like this is just a fantastic example of it. I'd love to know what colors we used on this as well. Like, is it Rune Lord Brass darkened down, or it's just really nice.
It's
not Rune Lord Brass, sorry, Balthazar Gold. That's what I'm thinking of.
Rune Lord Brass is I think Rune Lord Brass. That's what I use, right, Josh?
I can't remember. It's been over a year since I painted that miniature for you, so that recipe is not in my head right now.
When I paint my ones, I do Rune Lord Brass.
There you go. He's in the chat. He says it's Scribal Miniatures.
Scribal Miniatures.
There you go.
For the shields, yeah.
Miniatures.
Honestly, Simon, you should be really proud, mate, because these look fantastic. Really well done.
Absolutely spot on.
Well, good.
You
Shield wall.
You fully captured like a moment in history using things that are not from our time. It's just
very much so.
It's just excellent. It's excellent work. the red and brass together, and like I really like the basing as well, because that actually really brings it. That gives it that ancient Greece type feel.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it really sells that, doesn't it?
Yeah. He says there's 2 sizes, so don't get the small ones.
I was hoping there'd be a bigger one, and there'd just be one. There's like one person in his army who's just been given the wrong size shield, just walking around like with like an umbrella.
A buckler.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, if you got the small ones, maybe they'll be buckler sized.
Yeah. He says, thanks for the kind words. No, thank you for your submission. It's excellent work. You should be very proud.
Yeah, fantastic,
I
man.
want to see more of them next time. Yeah, keep on submitting.
Yes.
Yeah, shield wall.
But now we must move on to Fabian, who gives us a salamander.
Ooh. Look at that!
favorite
Look at
chapters.
that green lad. Salamanders are one of those chapters where like they're not done that often. I think, like obviously in comparison to others, but when they're done, they just look good. This is brilliant. Nice one, Fabian.
It's because that
They were my
green is
first
so
ever
hard.
chapter.
Yeah, the green is hard. Yeah.
Well, yeah, usually because the green paints that they produce don't cover that well, so you have to do tons of codes to get it like a really smooth and consistent result. But here, he's got a really smooth and consistent result. So either he's used a great paint to do it, or put in the work. But whatever he's done, it really comes off. And then the classic black and gold to accompany it looks fantastic.
Yeah, the green armor is a lovely shade, and you know what? The purity seal pops, real nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, it's great. I love it. And like like we said, the green is often quite hard to do, and it's absolutely perfectly executed here.
Yeah, it's a really good colour.
No, it's excellent work. It's
brilliant,
excellent
man.
work, Fabian. Thank you very much. I've realised that it's already nearly 9:30, and we're still not quite halfway through. So,
Oh, God.
from one dramatic Black Templars picture to another, Nerd of the Sands paints.
Oof, very dramatic.
So I see what you mean
Real
about
good,
the yellow
fantastic.
weapons, Josh.
Yeah. So I think it's an
Yeah.
older thing that's Black Templars have yellow weapons. I think
it's really
more
good.
modernly they have red.
He's even put like they've even put like a gradient on them here as well, and all like the weathering and the chipping and then little details with the axe on the like the tilting shield. Looks fantastic. Really, really lovely.
It's
Yeah,
fabulous,
really cool.
isn't it? It's fabulous.
Yeah.
And just another like more excellent plants there. Just there
Yep.
in the back.
Excellent planted.
We love an excellent plant.
High quality horticulture is always appreciated on Telemon and Warhipsters.
It's just a really nice set of miniatures. I think they're sword brethren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're not
No,
submarines.
these are just assault
So
marines,
assault-
aren't they?
These are assault marines because they don't have the extra tabard on them, I believe.
Come on, Josh.
I see.
But
Well,
it
you know
might
what,
have the
whatever
Black
they are.
Templars upgrade kit because they've got the backpack with the
Candles, yeah.
Yeah.
that maybe
Full
That's this
candles.
random thing. Like, we're going to war. Let me put some candles on my backpack.
It's
Listen,
40K.
throw wax in people's
Everything's a
eyes.
little bit gothic. They all go
Maybe-
over the top.
Look, maybe some people like to cover up the smell of battle with a nice magnolia candle smell or something. You know.
Oh
it's
yeah, I
just
thought you were
like-
going to say those 40k candles that you liked.
Yeah, just light them.
Oh,
have a
yeah.
nice bath, soak in the
Yeah.
tub for a bit, then go
Yeah,
and chop up
no.
some orcs.
I'll
Yes,
never forget
exactly. No,
Adam
br-
telling me, have you tried the new candles? No, I haven't. Why? He's like, the Nurgle one smells the nicest. And I'm just like,
Yeah. That was honestly that was the weirdest. That was the weirdest thing about those. The Nurgle one was the
Surely
one
that
that smelt the best.
It should be the
I
other way
know.
around.
I know, but no, the Nurgle one was the one that smelt the best. Very, very oddly.
I was hoping for a, Bertie Bott's every flavoured bean situation where actually the Nurgle one did just smell like shit.
yeah.
Yeah, just smell like rotting sewage or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or but smells like a sock.
Yeah,
Just have to get a sock reference in there.
yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks. But no, these are excellent Templars. Big fan of that.
Excellent
Nice.
Templarage.
So next up, we have an absolute pile of Space Marines from Forge Father Histan 18.
Oh wow,
so
it's been
we
busy.
have-
Crushing them.
Yeah. No, there's loads here. There's loads and loads and loads. So there's all the Infernus Marines here. I believe
The
they are.
Deathwatch.
Yes.
Look at me knowing Space Marines.
So we've got, I think there's the 10 Infernus Marines, yeah. He's taking a couple of close-up pictures. There's a couple more things as well, but we'll get to those in just a moment. But yeah, I didn't realise Infernus Marines would look as cool as they do as Deathwatch, but they absolutely do.
Yeah,
They really do, yeah.
They look violent.
and with again, just like that pop of color from each of their shoulder pads, just showing off their original chapters.
And some really good
Can we?
chapters
Can
in
we?
there, like,
Can we? I was
interesting
going to say, can we see the shoulder pads in more detail at all, Josh?
You can see it on the other set of miniatures he sent me.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, that's
We
cool.
could have done a game and guessed them. Oh, there's
We got- what we got?
There.
We can do
We
it now.
got we got
Adam's probably the
Carcharodons.
best one to do this.
All right, I'll have a go. I think we've got, and sorry, forgive me, my eyesight's terrible. We got, I think, is that Carcharodons, Atlantean Spears. I'm afraid I can't see what the middle one is. Sides of the Emperor, as the other one. I don't know what the one on the
Raptors.
is it Raptors?
Yeah,
Oh, it is. Okay, it is
probably,
Raptors.
yeah.
And then at the top is that Dark Krakens, Mantis Warriors, Minotaurs, and then
Yeah.
I don't know what the last two are. But
Purple
awesome
one is
job,
what
man.
you painted, Josh, right?
Say it again.
What's the purple
Dark
Space Marine you
Krakens.
painted?
Yeah, Dark Krakens
Oh,
is,
okay,
is the
okay.
lighter purple one. Yeah, I mean the two at the on the right hand side.
Oh wait, I went the other
But
way
they're-
around.
Yeah, but they're awesome. They're really cool.
Yeah.
And do you know what? As well, I'll say about these. To forge rather, Hestan. Cool for picking out the maybe lesser known successor chapters. Like I don't think many people know Mantis Warriors that well. That's awesome.
I've heard of them. I don't think I've seen an army of them.
They've got a paint
Yeah.
and everything. It's called Mantis Warriors Green.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everywhere.
Green with the yellow shoulder
you
pads.
being able to pick up paints is an achievement, Josh.
Me being able to pick up paints.
Pick out paints, yeah, like knowing the colours, the names.
Listen. You've got your socks in. Let's not dig up Warhammer Fest pub quiz, shall we? Let's not do that.
Look, we won the quiz. We threw a kettle over a pub. That's what matters. All right. But no, I was gonna say, the Forge Father himself is in the chat, and well done. These are amazing. And he says that's a wolf spear. So I assume one of the ones I idiotically couldn't name is a wolf spear, which is really cool. One official successor from each 9 first founding legion.
Love it.
Ooh, well, native founding lead. Not joking. That's
And the Stern Guard, we've then got Raven Guard, Imperial Fist, Salamanders, White Scars, and Ultramarines. So see, I can do it too.
Yeah, Josh, you smashed that.
Yeah, do the easy round.
I wasn't trying to show off. much.
What company are they from? The founding chapters then go.
What company? What do you mean?
Yeah, because you know the shoulder pads, like Ultramarines. That's a white shoulder pad. So that's the first company. Ultramarine,
First
right?
company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Imperial Fist, the red one's fourth company. I don't know. I'm making it up. I could be anything. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing it. I barely know what Space
Just
Marine
make
is.
it up. As long as you sound confident on the internet, no one will question you, right?
Yeah, mate. Third company. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know my
That's
stuff.
the
I know my things.
Salamander's 57th company, because you know they have that many. Don't they only have 7 companies?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Or is that
no.
someone else? I don't know. I'm making it up.
There aren't very
Well,
many of them.
our idiocy aside, really good job,
Yeah.
Father. I think these are really cool, really nicely done, and it's cool to see you really leaning into the Deathwatch, theme and going for a real variety of the chapters. It's really nice.
The Deathwatch Space Marine Foreign Legion. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super productive. Like 10 Infernus Marines and the 5 Stern Guard as well, which is really great.
All of this in 1 month.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Right, moving on. We now have Chief Cynic with some Grey Knights to accompany Brother Captain Stern that we saw last month.
Well, these don't make me cynical. No, these are wonderful. These are wonderful. Look at them. Being
I
grey
really
and
like
mighty.
this
I love
dude
them.
with the hammer.
He does look like he's just you know what he looks like? He looks like he's just looking across the battlefield. You know, these battle brothers are fighting away, and he's just looking at this demon that's causing problems. He's just going, I've had enough of this guy, and he's just going to go over there and bap him with his demon hammer.
See, I
Or
think
it's
'cause-
almost like he's just just finished a really long shift.
At what? Sainsbury's.
Just slamming up some demons. He's just resting on the hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought of it as like the other one, the one that's holding the hammer. Its hand is literally uttering the 666 rites of banishment, and is about to slam the pommel of the hammer into the ground, and then a large psychic wave will go out.
And at the same time, he's saying to the demons, "Would you just wait 1 minute? Let me finish."
Yeah, well, they're great nights.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I like the one that's behind him. That's like actually like leaning out and trying to shoot something while his hands to the side with his sword. Very dynamic pose, and is going. I think he is even pointing as well. So it's like that guy over there. That's the one we're going after.
And the purple on the force weapons as well is really nice. Like it's just this is a really good example of somebody who can make, you know, because we all know Grey Knight's line unfortunately is older sculpts. You know, they've not had necessarily the love. Hopefully they'll get it and get some big ones. No, they do look good, but what I mean is because, like, but in comparison, you know, they are a bit smaller. They're a little bit more difficult to paint, and they've just been done really well here. I love the green on the purity seals as well. Like, it's just different. It just makes them look special and unique.
They have some good poses in the Terminator book, so like you can do some good work with them, even though it's an older kid. You know? And it's done excellent.
Yeah,
and the writing in the book as well. He's got his diary on his back. So, you know, his autograph book, he gets the demons to fill that in before he stabs them.
Yeah, just all those extra details. And there's also just like so many like tiny little individual skulls that they've picked out. Like, it's like, yes, you would think of Grey Knights as, oh yeah, just, you know, paint him silver and it's fine. But then, no, there's actually like tons of details on that silver armor. And they've gone through and picked out every little bit of details and made sure all those skulls are in different colors and everything like that. So, it really, really suits them.
Look how clearly you can read the word grey on the collar piece of the sergeant. I mean, that just tells you everything, really.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I also love that there's many generations of paint in this picture.
Oh yes, in the background.
I did see that.
Hey,
in the back.
The old black lids as well. I love it.
Yeah.
And then with some express color as well, which is really cool.
Yeah.
No, lovely work, Chief Cynic. Great stuff. Next up, we have Brandon B with something that will please Scarbrand.
Brandon B's blood letters.
Very much so.
Many blood letters. We also have a Blood Crushers, and we have Skull Taker as well. All before us. There's a really nice little freehand corn emblem over here.
Yeah, on the banner. That's awesome. Yeah. I love the basing as well. The old like the like broken, cracked black earth. Very, very ornate.
Yes.
Yeah.
These lads have come out of the brass fortress.
Paint scheme though is just so classic. Like these just look like blood letters. Like not fussing around. Just here's a classic scheme done well. Across the table we go.
Yep. Got the warmth in the Hellblades as well.
Yeah, the blending on the blending on the horns on all of them is really nice. From the red to the black.
Horns on the blades, yeah. This looks fantastic.
Got two it's a little bit tough to see from this distance, but you've got two very distinct reds on the blood letter and on the the thing. Juggernaut.
The Juggernaut.
And the cape on, well, I don't know, that is it
Skull Taker.
Skull Taker.
Yeah. Best
unit in the book.
He's taking some skulls.
He's not the best unit in the book. He was in 8th. No, he wasn't.
He's not even the best unit in this
maybe
picture.
He's got an AOS.
That's why he cost 450 points. Shalaxi Hellbane, pour one out. No.
Nice one, Brandon.
Yeah, it's great work. You make me envious because I wish I was painting demons.
The B stands for blood.
Brandon for the blood god. Blood for the Brandon B. No, excellent work. Really like it. And you have my envious award today. Next up, for another one of my favourite armies and another mainstay of the Reds, we have You Just Got Sarged with more Infernus Marines for the Blood Angels.
Marines this month. Everyone's getting to those those boxes. It seems this month.
Now, I must say, I had an argument with someone on Instagram about the colour of about the colour of
not like you at all.
about the colours of the Infernus Marines helmets. They are blue. Come at me,
yeah, I
bro.
remember you. I remember you told me about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why, what did the person on Instagram think?
They said that they should be yellow because they're clearly a fast attack option. I said, no, they're not. They're a fire support option. They literally
fire support,
have flamethrowers. So why would they be a close support option? They are fire support.
I guess you have to be close to flamethrower or someone.
I see a red versus blue.
Literally
reference, I'm happy.
a support unit with lots of fire.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it to wind up Josh.
They're a fire support unit in the same way that the aggressors with Flamestorm gauntlets are. So they're blue helmeted. So it's a lovely attention to detail for the Blood Angels. Really like it. And the red is very well executed. It's that slightly darker red that Blood Angels are well known for. Because again, there's a lot of back and forth about what is the right red for Blood Angels. But for me, these ones are pretty good.
I like them. I think they're really nice.
Yeah.
I like all the
I
transfers
also
as well.
like how the sergeant has black shoulder pads as well, so you can really easily pick them out, and just makes them look that bit more menacing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does slightly frustrate me that Games Workshop, in the Dark Imperium box, there was a transfer sheet for Blood Angels, where the sergeant's transfers were gold and everybody else's were black, which was great. And then since then, they've only done yellow for the sergeant's ones, and the gold ones are really nice. And the yellow ones are perfectly nice as well, but the gold ones were just so sick. I don't know why they were just like, nope, that's done now. See you later.
They've done it to wind you up.
It's for one box and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. But now these are great. You just got sarged. I feel like we all got sarged.
I think we've all been thoroughly
Very much
sarged.
so.
I feel thoroughly
I think he's
sarged.
definitely won the best name award for today.
So we need to keep track of the awards we're giving out, man. We got the Crispiness Award, we've got the Jealousy, the Warhipster Jealousy Award, and we've now got the Best Name Award. So there's 3.
Yes. No, like we said, really just very well executed. Always a big fan of Blood Angels. We've got lots of really nice kind of like heat staining on the barrels.
Yeah, the heat staining is great. Yeah, real nice.
Always
And also
lovely to see.
making the Purity Seals stand out against the red armor, like on the guy who's third along from the left there. Real nice.
Yeah, and you guys have mentioned it, like the transfers, they are all flat, which is really hard to do on these bloody round shoulder pads. Not like on a flat shield.
Oh,
face,
yes.
But yeah, no, really good work. You just got
It's a good, clean
sarged.
job.
Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much. Next up, an average painter with an above average entry.
So
Infernus
what are these Marines? Oh, Infernus Marines.
Yeah.
I've not seen these before.
Yeah, with the old school Dark Angels helmets and
Yeah,
Yeah, I
or
love that.
shoulder
Pads
pads.
as well.
The trim on
Just
the
like-
shoulder pads is so. I just like
Trim
the whole.
really helps sell them. But then there's
Yeah.
also like way that it's been painted. You've got that extra sort of detail lining out the trim, so it really pops. And then, but you just got the same with every bit of detail. So from the free hand on the knee pad there to putting the Aquila in like 2 tones. So like
yeah,
the
the
silver
two-tone
and the red.
Aquila. Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah.
Just and then the custom
That-
heads as well. Looks
The
fantastic.
stripe on the sergeant as well. The stripe on the sergeant's head is beautiful. I think this is also a Gary Lineker Crisp Award winner.
Yeah,
and
very
also
much so.
up there
Very much so.
for best name as well.
Yes. Dark Angels inspired.
No,
Infernus Marines.
I don't think so, because this is definitely not an average painter. This is a above average paint job.
The
Okay, you
checkerboard.
can have the ironic name award.
Yeah, okay, we'll give it that then.
There's the checkerboarding on the knee is very impressive.
It is really nice. Really nice.
It's such a sick scheme, isn't it? It's a Dark Angels. It's a Heresy Dark Angels era scheme.
You know what it is?
Okay.
This is a Space Marine chapter that feels like they are knights. Like with the helmets there, these guys feel like there's some sort of like knightly order.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know what you
definitely.
actually, let us know next time what you called your custom scheme, because I'd really love to know what you've named your custom chapter.
Microsol. A lot of Microsol. Yes. No, it's excellent stuff. He gave us a captain last month, as I recall. Which we all...
Yes, I believe so.
Was it the Terminator?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which we all drooled over.
Also from the box.
Yes. Lots and lots of Leviathan, which is great to see. Right. Next up, Nils with some war dogs.
Here we go.
The Dogs of War.
Oh, they're cool.
Such cool models.
You know what? And I say this as a good thing. The instant vibe I got from the war dog on the left was Banana Man with that blue and yellow scheme. And I genuinely, I mean that in like the nicest way because I think it's really cool.
That's nice.
It does really work.
It's nice. They're two very kind of juxtaposed skins, which really works for Chaos Knights as a combined force.
Yes, yeah, and they also it's that doing that individual heraldry thing, which is really nice.
Yeah,
very much so. Where you can really like personalize each knight and give them a special color scheme, which is when it all comes together across an army, looks great.
I'm a big fan of a skin banner.
Yeah, a big fan of a skin banner. Always.
Oh, yeah, that's a good spot. Yeah,
yeah,
particularly gruesome.
Yep, and he's made a pile of skulls for the Blood God already. Banana Man, a little bit more disorganized, to be honest.
Yeah.
It also just the way these are posed as well. It does make it look a lot like the other one's going, "Shall I shoot him?" And the cool one's going, "Yeah, shoot him."
I was gonna say, yeah, their poses do look like they're almost like paired together, almost like they're not quite mirror images of each other, but like almost in conversation as they're moving forward.
Yeah.
Well, the other one can't do the skulls in an organized way, Adam. Got any hands?
That's true. He's only got his guns.
Yeah. No, it's great work. I really like it.
Yeah, and also Captain Mannering in chat. I like genuinely. I'm not saying the Banana Man thing to be negative at all. I think it's great. I love it. I think the blue and yellow look and the gold like all together look really nice. Like I think it's fantastic.
Yes. I'd like to know how the carnivore was able to pile those skulls so gently with only claws for hands.
He's really good. You know those. He's really good at those games where you have to fish out like a toy.
Yes.
He's really good at those.
Claw machine, yeah.
So it's at this point where, as a YouTuber, I should say, we are at the halfway mark. So if you are enjoying the stream, please do make sure you leave a like.
Well, we're going to be done at like 4 a.m.
And if you would like to become a member, that would be really nice, or anything like that. But don't feel like you have to. Anyway, if you're enjoying A Tale of Many Warhipsters Season 2, Episode 2, we'll continue on after this. But thank you very much, Niles. Next up, we have King Auric with his own custom, Templars of some description. We got yellow and black armor.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone else with this scheme, so they must be custom.
Black and yellow.
I like it. Yeah.
It's, Heresy Marines as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah,
they are.
Arc 6s.
They got the beakies.
He's got the what?
The beakies, the helmets, you know. What do you think I said?
I couldn't work out what that word was. I was like, they got the what? I just couldn't figure it out.
Sounds like a medical diagnosis. I'm afraid to tell you, you've got beakies.
It's like a reverse Sives of the Emperor, this though, right? Because Sives have it on the torso.
Yeah, it is. No, these are really cool.
It's a really nice.
Such a good color combination.
Very grimdark.
It's very menacing as well, yellow and black.
Yeah.
You take that from nature.
Like a wasp.
Yeah, it's like a wasp. Not like a bee, because they're all fun.
Yeah.
Bees are fun and
yeah,
furry.
this is a dangerous color scheme.
Yeah, like don't go near them. You'll get the sharp end of that pointy stick. But no, I really
put a sock in it.
Put a sock. Come on now. That's 3. And everyone knows that the secret to comedy is 3, but any more than that, and it becomes unfunny.
No, there'll be sock references to the rest of your life, Josh.
Okay. Just as there'll be bald references for the rest of yours.
Oh
fair
dear.
enough. Touche.
No, it's excellent work, King Oric. Thank you very much. Next up,
We love a good lava base, by the way. So yeah.
and we do love a good lava base as well,
They're always nice.
which is always lovely to see, right? But next up, we have more Blood Angels from Black Dog Minis.
Oh, that power fist that immediately stands out to me. I
Ooh,
love when it's a
hazard
different
striping.
color.
I'm seeing hazard striping
Oh, yeah.
on chainswords, and I think it's very cool.
Yellow helmets, Josh. That gets
Yep.
you a helmet.
Yeah,
a
Yeah,
razzle.
helmet, yep. For
And they just look like kind of like grimy as well.
Yeah.
But they've all been like painted well. It's not just like it feels like well considered grime almost. Like it feels like there's real effort into making these look like they're realistic and they're part of this world, and then that ties into all the basing
Like they've
as
been
well.
in a scrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really cool, really nice.
Oh, the hand flamer. You know what? I forget that that kit has a hand flamer in it. Not hand flamer, pistol flamer. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
hand
Yeah,
flamer.
hand flamer. No, hand
flamer.
flamer. You were right. Yeah.
I should have committed. Should have committed, boys.
I just enjoyed the way you just suddenly went, oh, the hand flamer.
I just think that's such a cool weapon. It also just sounds like a one-way trip to hurting yourself. A pistol flamer, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good weapon.
it does seem
They're
like a
wearing
slightly insane
power armor.
choice.
They'll be fine.
Yeah,
If they can make a flameproof cloak to put on their jump pack guys, then I'm sure that holding a flamer in your hand is probably fine.
Not listening to no capes.
Yeah.
No, these are fantastic. Honestly, Black Dog, you should be proud of these because they just look super.
I like this one here in the middle. It's got
Really
like a sort
nice.
of black design on the helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one of the grenades is always quite cool. 'Cause you don't get enough of people just chucking grenades like models.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just slinging a belt of grenades.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a COD when you're like, oh, what should I do? Oh, F it, I'll just lob a grenade.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you cook it
This
first.
man who uses that scrap every time.
Exactly. No, it's great work.
Cook it
Black
and blow
Dog
yourself
Minis.
up.
See, we've got Blood Angels, we've
Very
got
nice.
Demons. The guys at home, they know exactly what goes to my heart. Next up, another thing that is very
Oh,
close
the
to my heart.
Stormcast, here we
We
go.
have Mike's Painted Minis with some Hammers of Sigmar Stormcast.
Oh man.
Classic scheme as well.
Yeah, look how vibrant the blue is against the gold and the white around the detailing. It's just it just comes together so well.
Hammers of Sigmar, baby, let's go.
And again, like the basing on these, as with the others we've seen tonight, like the basing just really enhances them. Like
Yeah.
it just brings it looks good, but it also then means that the gold and the brighter colours on the model just really pop. It's like a really good example of how to put it together.
Yeah. Oh,
It's just
I
like
love
frames
them
of
so
miniature.
much. I love Stormcast. I
Yeah.
can't wait for the
Yeah,
next.
You've never mentioned it.
This
No.
is like definitely like the best like version of Stormcast as well. Like these were the models that actually made me like Stormcast
What,
because
the
before
Primaris
I was like,
Stormcast?
they're a bit chunky, they're a bit this, they're a bit that. But this armor set,
That's the
fantastic.
Primaris armor, yeah.
The Thunderstrike armor.
Yeah, you can blame Bellacore for that one.
Yes.
Oh, so
Bell-
this was
Bell-
made in
Bellacore did a good
reaction
job
to him,
then.
right?
Yeah, it was made in reaction to him
Ogors, good boy.
darkening the skies with a soul cloud that
And
traps
do
them.
all Stormcast or just this armor type when they land like they're full?
They all make superhero landings.
I mean, that's just a one-way trip to just being awesome, innit?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they travel throughout the mortal realms by being flung on a lightning bolt by their god. So it doesn't get much cooler than that.
Better than taking the bus, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what about the
exactly.
dragons then? Are they like being flung on a lightning bolt
They
as a
can-
dragon?
They can be. They can be.
Just bundle them up. And then...
Amazing.
It's a dragon that's being transported at the speed of a lightning bolt. Can you imagine how horrifying that is?
Yeah.
Cameron, no, you haven't missed yours yet. Don't worry, you'll come.
And then just someone trying to hang on to the dragon.
But no, these are excellent, and I like them a lot. Next up, we have, and there was a mistake on this slide, so you will forgive me. We have Philip with
No,
a
Josh,
Knight
not forgiving you.
Abominant. The mistake is, of course, that his other entry is there quite small on the right-hand side.
He's got his army of the dead on.
Yeah,
Now,
that's it.
He's got his army of the dead. That's what it is.
now, don't worry. I do have his other slide. It is there. Don't worry. But behold, the Night Abominant.
I love it. I mean, I'm a fan of the Night Abominant. I think it's a really cool model. I think he's done a nice job here, and it looks worn, like it looks like that kind of, because the Night Abominant is the psychic knight, right? Like he's the Psyker Knight, which in and of itself is an incredibly cool concept. And I love it. I love the like worn metal on the carapace.
Yeah,
I guess you'd
like
call
the
it.
tusks.
Yeah, the tusks are done really well. The banner's really nice with that transfer, getting that on there. That's lovely.
The glowing
Yeah.
Volkite Destructor, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
And it bringing the army
most
dead-
disappointing
the
weapon in the
sick.
game.
The best weapon in the
Is it any
game.
better this edition?
No.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No.
And
Well.
the verdigris on all the metal and around all the metal edging on the panels is real nice as well.
It's that House Corvax thing that they have on the box, right?
Yeah, House Corvax.
It's really nice.
Really gives like this model a really nice sense of like aging, and like this is some like a tank or like a walker that has been around and seen many battles. Like this has been through some fights and back again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, man. It's awesome. I'd say I need to step away for 2 seconds, but I will be back. But I would just say I'm sure we're going to see it in full detail. But from what I can see of the Army of the Dead, they also look like they are bang on, and like they have just come out of the stronghold within the mountain.
Well, let's have a look
So,
at them,
I'm a big
shall
fan.
we? Because here
Yeah.
they are.
They look fantastic. Yeah.
Back in 2 seconds.
The dead do not suffer Adam leaving.
Mm.
Oh, he just leaves anyway. Right, everybody, you can now use this next few seconds to voice your thoughts about Adam, and also about Philip's Army of the Dead, because they look absolutely fantastic. I saw the message in Discord saying that he didn't feel like they were enough, which is why he also submitted the Night Abominant. But man, these are just really
These are
well executed. They
absolutely
look
enough.
great.
Yeah, really good. They feel really
Yeah.
ghostly and
Also,
Like,
like
they're gonna
always
turn
up
the
for
tide
more
of the
Lord of the
battle.
Rings miniatures. Like, give me all the Lord of the Rings miniatures. They just always, they trigger that sort of nostalgia sort of reaction. But because they're obviously some of the first models that got me into the hobby, but these
Yeah.
guys are just so well done. People
Josh,
like,
we're getting
I don't
questions
think
of
these
what
are like
colour
good
that
enough.
is.
But like, it's a simple scheme, just done really well,
Mm.
and the green here is so vibrant that it really comes to life.
Yeah. Yeah,
what colour do you reckon that
To
is,
death,
Josh?
as it
I
is.
have
Green.
no idea.
Oh, okay,
It looks like Hexwraith Flame, but it
that's
could
what I would have said, but
be any number of greens. You know, but it's really nice.
yeah,
And they, like I said, they do look as if they have leapt off the screen at us in that wonderful green scheme.
charging over some Mummakul.
Very, very much so.
It still only counts as one, except that there's many more than one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Still only counts as 16.
I like how the king's a slightly different colour as well.
Yes,
I don't know if it's just my eyes, but
it does look a little bit darker, doesn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. Just makes them stand out.
Yeah.
You got some actual silver in there as well, and then on the sword and on the armor, as opposed to just the green and the white on the other ones.
Yeah. Yes, that little splash here and there just really makes it, doesn't it?
Makes them stand out just enough that you're like, hang on, that guy's a little bit different.
That guy's special.
Yeah.
Special ghosty boy. No, I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you very much, Philip. Next
Fantastic.
up, we have Avelion with some more Dark Angels of the Heresy era.
Lovely.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are
These heresy models do look great.
these
Yeah.
are despoilers, I believe.
The one holding the chainsword at the front with both hands. That's a cool pose.
It is, isn't
Very
it?
much so. And the shoulder pad's fantastic as well.
I'm pretty certain it's from the despoilers.
It's a very menacing black, that is.
Despoiler
Right.
upgrade set.
Hey,
It's
those are
really
my
lovely,
boys.
like
They are
clean,
certainly your boys.
cool color scheme.
Yeah, it's from the Despoilers upgrade set. Yeah, no, it's really, really cool.
That's
And it's just it's perfectly well executed. I didn't know you could have Dark Angels Despoilers, but I'm very, very impressed. They're so cool, aren't they? Mark 6. Are they as cool as Mark 3? I don't know. I think they're cool in their own right. The Beakies are. I think you either love them or you hate them. I think I love them.
yeah.
But
People
I
are
like
really,
Mark
really
1.
into their beaky marines.
there we go. The Resin Mark 6 close combat upgrades. There you go. I thought they were.
Yeah.
There we are.
Apologies for stepping away, but this is a very nice thing to come back to.
Oh, everybody!
I love the back banner as well.
Everybody just called you a dick. It's fine.
I gave everybody
Fine.
carte blanche to say what they wanted about you, and no one said anything. Whereas if I
We
step
were looking
away,
at Army of the Dead. There's Lord of the Rings miniatures to talk about.
True.
Sorry, I had things to attend to. That was why.
True. You had to go slay the Witch King. I don't know why I said that. Lord of the Rings. It was on my mind.
sounds vaguely dirty. But yeah, no, these are great, and I really like them. I really like them a lot. Valiant, you've done a great job. Yes, they are your boys. You've already said that,
I
Rick.
like the mixture of the face, the like helmetless and helmeted.
Yeah,
Like just
This-
throughout the squad.
this two-handed chainsword is sick,
Yeah, that is really
Two-handed chainswords are always sick. That's why.
but it's not an eviscerator, or is it? No,
I don't know.
Anyway, it's
Cool.
really,
No,
really
he's just
cool.
flexing, this guy.
That was the one thing I thought was missing from the assault intercessors with jump packs announcement. That there
Yeah,
An
wasn't.
actually,
eviscerator one.
Like,
Yeah,
Primaris Eviscerator would have been cool.
would be very
Just-
cool.
Or guys with triple chainswords.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the Chaos Space Marines with their heavy chain axe, so just like give like the assault, like Primaris the Eviscerator, you know?
The lion would
Yeah,
indeed
absolutely.
approve, Chewie. Right, thank you, Avelian. Next up, we have Cameron. I told you you hadn't missed you. We have your Zarakhan and Necrons.
Oh, these feel,
These look lovely.
I don't know what the word is.
Very nice.
Ghostly.
Ghosty boys. No, these are really nice. Real
Yeah.
nice.
I love the eyes, like on the one, the close up. It really feels like they're kind of, I don't know what the phrase is, but you know, coming at you, kind of, you know, I don't know. That's the best description I could give.
Possessed?
Yeah.
Possessed. There you go.
Possessed.
Thank you, Josh.
I don't know how I got that, was what you were saying.
I don't know. You do have a really good ability of just reading through my nonsense and knowing what I'm trying to say.
Translate
bullshit.
my complete bullshit into something usable.
Yeah.
No, I love.
Yeah.
Excellent use of what I assume is Tesseract Glow, which is actually one of my favourite of the sort of technical paints that they do.
Yes.
Really comes across well, especially when they're all ranked up together. The scheme just really works. It's like a
Yeah.
little extra pop of color.
Yeah, no, they are awesome. They are absolutely awesome. Oh, Cameron gifting 10
Cameron.
Warhipster memberships like an absolute lad. That's very, very, very kind
Absolute
of
boss.
you.
Legend.
I should be gifting you 10 memberships for your 10 wonderful Zarakhan Necrons.
Yeah.
I will just
That's
say,
great.
Cameron, I was when I was putting the pack together earlier, I did see that you had a second submission, and I was trying to download it, and it just wouldn't do it. It wouldn't open it in a correct format. So either the photos didn't work, or Google Forms was being weird. Luckily, these ones absolutely did work, and they came through, and they look absolutely fantastic. You should be very proud of them, because I think these are. He said these are his,
really
his
well
first ever Necrons. Can you gift a Night Quester tutorial instead? Ah, that's annoying. A Night Quester as in a Stormcast Night Quester.
Wait, is there more than one Night Quester?
There are quite a few. There's Larissa Shadowstalker and this, that, and the other.
Oh.
I've got a Night Quester tutorial that I did for brass painted Spartan themed armies for Rich, but I can do another one. That's not a problem. Like the one in the back. Oh,
Pip.
I don't see him. Yes, I will see if I've got a spare one somewhere. I'll see what I can do. I've also got the Quester Soulstorm as well. Quester Soulswarm to do as well at some point. But thank you very much, Cameron. Your first ever Necrons. You've crushed it. Absolutely crushed it.
They look great.
Next up, we have Alaric 79X. We once again return to Middle Earth with some Rangers of Ithilien.
He's captured the vibe of a ranger perfectly.
He really has.
Yeah.
Some
The
Like,
leather
yeah,
is so
really chose
yeah.
a good set of colours.
Yeah.
They come with
Again,
spears.
looks like they've walked off the screen.
They come with spears. They come with axes. Gnawing, biting, breaking, hacking, burning. No, that's not these guys.
You also need to be a lot more Welsh for that.
Yeah. You know the first scene in the movie where you like the rangers appeared and you just didn't see them, and then suddenly they just came out of nowhere. This is that. Like you could see these guys just being invisible.
Very
Yes.
Really
sneaky.
good.
No, they're lovely. They're really lovely. I Rangers were always my favourite miniatures. Like I've got somewhere. I've got some of the really old metal ones.
Yeah, honestly, like this set of miniatures here is still one of my favorite sets. I haven't got any because I don't have a Gondor army or like a men army, but I need to get some because these are some of my favorite sculpts from that range.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want
now-
to pick up some Rangers of Numenor as well. Is it Numenor? You know Halbarad's lot.
Oh yeah, they did a couple of different sculpts. There's like Dunedain and Rangers of the
The
North.
Dunedain, that's it. Rangers of the North. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But these are really, really nice because you gave us the three. These are from the Osgiliath, right? Osgiliath box. Because you gave us.
I mean,
the three
they
characters
can be
last month.
used in they can be used in other different forces, and you can use them as I think Rangers of the Vale as well, and various different stuff. So they don't have to be exclusively Gondorian, but mostly they're Gondorian.
Yeah. No, but they're really nice. They're really, really cool. And as Rich said, absolutely capturing
The vibe.
the vibe of the Rangers of the Rangers of Gondor, the Rangers of the Kingdoms of Men in Middle Earth. But he's not done here. He's not the only one because we have some Spite Revenants as well.
Oh, cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah, these are the other thing you can build out of the Tree Revenant kit, and these are awesome.
Yeah.
These look scary.
Yeah, they are. So these are meant to be the sort of the darker spirits that are sort of more set on vengeance
Yeah.
of the Sylvaneth, of the Revenants.
Definitely
And
looks
yeah,
like they like lost their humanity a little bit.
yeah. They're much more sort of animalistic and will tear you to shreds if you go into their forest. And I think he's done an absolutely cracking job on these. The pink on both the kind of spirit parts of the body reflected in the leaves, I think, is really nice. Makes it look like they've almost all come out of the cherry blossom. And it matches.
Together.
Yeah, and it matches so well with the basing as well. And I'm a big fan of those orange and yellow flowers. I use them on my Tyranids, weirdly enough. So yeah, no, I'm a big fan of these. Real nice, really nicely done. And also, actually, do you know what as well? The wood. So in contrast to the ones we saw earlier, which were like the more what I would call like a what's the right word? Like a more sort of what I would call like living forest almost, right? Like they had the deeper, darker brown, they had that kind of autumnal colours.
Yeah, it was much like a warmer one.
Yeah, to me, and I don't know if Alaric's in chat, I don't know if these are supposed to be, I think it's called Iron Bark, which is one of the Sylvaneth kind of sub-factions, but these almost look like, the sort of slightly deader, like, or winter, like, the sort of paler wood, which I think goes really well with the concept of the Spite Revenants and this kind of vengeful force of the forest. So yeah, really cool, really well done.
The paler wood with then that sort of like pale, sort of like lilac pinkish sort of color really sells that sort of like menacing theme, and amongst like very sort of verdant, beautiful, lush like flowers around. And then you've got these menacing trees over the top.
Yeah,
The Dreadwood.
yeah, real nice.
Yeah, he's here, Rugby Boy. 09890.
Oh, hey, Rugby Boy. Nice, yeah.
Great
job,
name
mate.
for what's going on right now. Sorry, retires.
I think you've absolutely nailed the scheme, buddy. If you're copying mine, these look like I did them. I wouldn't change it at all. Looks great. Looks absolutely fabulous.
Really lovely.
He's got even more.
Oh yeah.
And we've got something completely different here.
Different again.
Oh my
wow.
word.
These are...
They're in the walls, man. They're in the
This-
walls.
This is cool.
This is game over, man.
Oh, that's so cool.
Very cool.
It's game over, man. Yeah, we have
Like the
some
front of
Xenomorphs.
the heads, the different like color. Well, not even color. Like I don't even know texture.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
so well
Yeah.
done. These are amazing.
Yeah, it is really well done. They do look like they stepped right out of either out of the movie or out of the HR Geiger or HR Giga artwork as well.
See, they've got the
Yeah,
it's got the
And
shine
also
on
for
the
like
heads.
such
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just so.
they're very dark miniatures, but you can still pick out all the details because there's subtle changes in color in there.
yeah, absolutely. It goes back to what we were talking about earlier with even right back to those Dark Angels bikes we saw. When you do an all black scheme, to be able to pick out the individual colors and the shading, and these almost have kind of like that bluey tint to them, as well as the super shiny black on the heads. Is fantastic. So testament to how well this has been done.
Yeah, these are terrifying.
Yeah, no, they are truly excellent. Laura says, Where do I get these?" Yeah, you need to share it with us now so that we can all get them. Because I don't know where they come from. I'm guessing from a tabletop
Funny
aliens
enough,
game.
I think there is one because I think I've seen these types of miniatures before because someone was trying to use them as a proxy for Genestealers at one tournament, and I was TOing, and I had to sort of look over them and sort of approve them or not. But yeah, they're very cool miniatures.
Did you say no and did you confiscate them?
I didn't confiscate them. Unfortunately, I did have to say no because they're sort of third party and for a different game. But they were a very cool army, and I totally, I was like, these are very cool. I love the scheme. It just doesn't fit for this tournament, but in casual games, absolutely go for it.
Do you know what's better than 4 Xenomorphs?
More?
More Xenomorphs.
Get get the flamer, the heavy flamer.
The Inferno Squad.
The
Yeah.
bases are so good on these as well. They really feel like they're just running around your spaceship trying to eat you.
These have gone through the Nostromo. They're on. I'm trying to think of all the other ship names in the Alien series.
Yeah, you're doing really well to
Covenant.
remember all this.
Well, what's the planet
It's
in
what he
Aliens?
does.
It's like XC. It's like the planet's like XC9 or something. Or no, is it Hadley's Hope? Rugby boy Alaric, you might know if you play the game, but like this looks like the colony world in Aliens. I think it is where where there are literally loads of them, and the Queen and stuff. Sorry, I also like Forge Father's comment. The heavy flamer in this economy. It's a real gas guzzler, that one.
I saw someone the other day say like combi weapons would be fairly impractical, and I was like, you clearly haven't seen Aliens, because all Ripley does is duct tape 2 guns together, and it's very practical towards the end of that film. Like these are absolutely sick. Another glorious
assault
day.
rifle with a grenade launcher on the bottom is technically a combi weapon.
They come from Aliens. Another glorious day in the core. There we go. That's the game.
There we go. LV426. Thank you, Plops of Corn, for correctly identifying the planet.
Or Archaon. I'm gonna look up the game.
Built on Boob saying there was a game, but it went bust.
Another glorious day in the core.
Yeah, Rugby Boy said by Gale Force 9, so maybe that's the people who make the miniatures.
Yeah, no, I found
Hadley's Hope. I thought that was the name of the colony. Yeah.
They come out at night mostly. No, these are sick, buddy. Seriously, amazing work. I love it. But we must move on, as we always must. So we shall move on now to Shadow in the Paint with some
Necrons.
Immortals.
These
are Immortals,
lovely
right?
old-
Yeah, these are Immortals.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are Immortals.
I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, like I know.
But
I'm just...
they are lovely Immortals with tons of like great
Yes, they are.
detail, lots of like shading. Again, very crisp highlights.
Yeah, I like the
Great
gold on the end. Gold on the end of the Gauss, the Gauss flares,
There's a
the
little
heavy
bit of
Gauss
extra
flares,
detail.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's quite cool.
and also the little yellow highlight on the energy tubes. I
Yeah,
think the energy tubes
makes it
that
feel
are
very
there.
hot.
Yeah, it looks really cool, man. They're really nice, and the classic white stripe on the head to further cement that they are not your average, your Joe Bloggs bog standard Necron. These are Immortals.
I like the. Is it like their? I guess it's the bayonet. but it's like a completely different color, like texture to the guns.
Yeah, well, it makes it look like the guns are made of some other material, and then you've actually got kind of a more metallic blade, which I really like.
Yeah, that really works.
Yeah.
Also, on the cables that go to the gun, there's just like these little spots of color, as if there's almost like energy portals.
Literally just said
that. Oh, sorry, I was making a note of them because they were so great.
The energy tubes. They're that good. Shadow in the Paint. We talked about them twice.
Guys, have you seen those energy tubes with the yellow?
Also, I will say, I appreciate it's not part of the submission, but that is a really well painted, like fuel tank stand thing that they're on. The bit of scenery from the Mechanicus set.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, 100%. They look great.
Yeah, they look awesome.
See now, if there's one more reference, if there's one more, it becomes mocking, and then that's not okay. That's not what we're.
If there's a sock with an energy tube in it, I'm gonna have an absolute.
See now that's 4. See now it's mocking. See now it's not funny anymore. It's bullying, is what it is.
I'm sorry, Josh.
My favorite part of these is the crispness and the almost kind of shininess of the shoulder blade.
Yeah.
I hear a Gary Lineker award flying into the
room. another ready salted feedback there.
Crispy tubes.
Yeah, exactly. Crispy tubes, exactly. Next up, we have Zeke, the winner of our last raffle. So
congratulations, Zeke.
Last month. And behold, basically all of Dominion.
Say, that's basically the whole box.
Yeah, so last month we got this one, the Gnash Tooth, and then he sent pictures of the rest of it.
He wins the productivity award then.
So far, at least, yeah.
Quite
possibly. That's really cool. I mean, again, it just shows you like the Cruelboys when they're all ranked up together. Like they do look really good. The Gut Rippers and all of the is it a Swamp Caller Shaman, Josh, which is with the Pot Grot? Is that the right name?
Yep. Pot Grot, and there's the Stab Grot as well.
I mean, the Stab Grot's the greatest. It's the most South London miniature anyone's ever made. I love it. And I can say that I'm from South London. I do like the Hobgrots as well. And the way that the skin and the metallics has been done on those is really cool.
Blip on stream, or was that just us? What happened?
Probably
I don't know.
Too funny.
YouTube's watching.
The energy. Some energy got stuck in the tubes.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly. But no, this is sick. I'm.
These look great.
I've already waxed lyrical about the Cruelboys, but yeah, they just look really great. And they're such a. It's like they. I think it's been said many times. The Cruelboys have way more of that Tolkien-esque vibe to them than any of the other Aurochs.
Yeah, it reminds me of the what's the name of the game? The Shadow and Mordor, I think it is.
Yeah.
Or War and Mordor. That game. It reminds me very much of the Orcs, specifically in that game, with all like the different even like with some like the headgear that they have and like the spiky helmets. Very much reminds me of that aesthetic.
I'll just say just in chat to Laura, then you haven't lived. No, I'm kidding, obviously. But no, these look awesome. And again, the basing enhances the models. It makes them look like they are walking out of the swamp where the Cruelboys live. So again, it all brings it together, which is lovely.
It's such a
really
good
nicely
looking
done.
force. Really nicely done, Z.
It really is. It really is.
It looks great, man. It looks absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Right, we are firing through here, because we've got 22 more to go. We have
My God.
Gamix with some Storm Troopers. He said one of the things he said, I think it's in his email, I'm paraphrasing here, in his email said there's a severe lack of holsters, which means they must be tired from holding their guns, which is why they can't shoot straight.
Listen, if we know one thing about the Empire, that is exactly the reason.
Have you seen that picture someone's done of a cross section of a stormtrooper helmet?
No.
I don't think so. No.
If you put
it just shows like
if you put a normal human head inside a stormtrooper, the eyes are like underneath the grill, so no wonder they can't see anything.
If you're trying to see out of your forehead, then hey.
Oh dear.
But yes,
Don't worry, I've played COD enough to know some people who shoot like storm.
yeah, well,
I like this is really good. And again, this is another example of like the similar comment to like the majority black schemes, again majority white schemes, like picking out all the edging and stuff, and it's really well done here. And you can still see all the detail. They don't look flat, which is real nice. Also love the captain or sergeant or whatever he is, because he's in the move along pose, which is fantastic. So yeah, no, really good job. And again, another example, good basing enhances the miniatures. So the red really brings
Geonosis base, right? Well, it feels
they've gone back to Geonosis to mess them up once again at the end of the war.
Again.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah. All the Geonosians be looking at these guys going black like that. That's how Geonosians talk.
No, I'm sorry, Adam. What impersonation can you not do? That's ridiculous. How have you managed to know an alien? That's mental.
You can't impersonate my mother because he's not met her.
No, not yet.
Vaguely threatening. But I think like just the real precision of the highlights here on the rocket launcher are just absolutely chef's kiss.
Really, it's real nice.
They look absolutely fantastic. He's got another one because we have some man skewer bolt boys.
They just literally have the best names.
I know. I love the man.
I love this green.
I love the man skewer.
Very spiky models as well.
Bolt boys.
It
looks
really
like you could legitimately hurt someone with these models.
Or hurt themselves.
Yeah, yeah. Like the weapons look properly dangerous.
Oh yeah. The man skewer bolt boys.
The vibrant green that you've got going on with the skin as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like the blue. I like the blue on the cloaks and on the banner as well. It almost gives like a denim vibe, like in kind of a good way. Like I really like it. It's really nice.
I see that.
He said in the
nice
submission.
To see like bright colours.
He said in the submission that he knows it's Battleline, and that these are not Battleline unless you're in a big Yellows army, in which case they are. And I'm like, yep, I did say that is absolutely fine. So yeah, you're still in the running, my friend.
Conditional Battleline.
Yeah,
conditional Battleline is Battleline.
Yeah, conditional Battleline is Battleline. Battleline is as Battleline does. Yeah, no, they're fantastic. I really like them. It's a really interesting scheme, and like you said, that blue is really vibrant next to that really kind of almost kind of not quite neon green, but just like really bright, vibrant green.
It looks toxic, right? Like it's almost that toxic green, which goes really well again with the idea of the Cruelboys of using those like poisons and stuff on their man skewer bolts.
Yeah. Yep.
Real nice. Real nice.
Man skewer. I love it. I always think of that joke in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where Charles says when they stand back to back with their guns out, and he calls it the bullet tornado, but Jake calls it the man sprinkler, and it comes back 3 times in that episode. It always makes me laugh. I always think of this with the man skewer. I'm just like, the man skewer. No, that's much better. But yeah, no, that's absolutely fantastic. Next up, we have Grum's Minis with some Kavalos Death Riders, who are also Battleline in a version of Ossiarch Bone Reapers. So you're all good there, buddy.
Sure.
But man, these are great. I really like these.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Real nice.
Like, yeah, it really goes to show like how like a simple but effective scheme can be done so well, where it's just like you've got the bone, you've got the purple, and then you just got these little accent colours of that almost like teal colour coming through.
I love to know how they've done the base, because that's really interesting.
It's almost like they're riding over bone dust.
Yeah.
A little bit,
yeah. They're in the Bone Reaper Empire for sure, the Ossiarch Empire. But yeah, no, really well done. And again, like to your point, Rich, the fact that they are all in bone as well potentially would mean if it was done badly, you couldn't tell where the the horse. I mean, I'm not hesitate to call them horses. the carrier beasts
Steeds.
end. Steeds, yeah, and the rider begins, but it's really clear here. And again, those little pops of teal and the purple. Purple's lovely and rich, but it gives that kind of, I don't know. The purple is a good color I've always associated with the Bone Reapers. I think, is it one of the official schemes, Josh?
I think so.
But it's just like it's that like royal, that proper like royal Palatine purple as well, which I really like.
Yeah, which absolutely suits the Aussie Arc Bone Reapers down to a T.
And that teal banner.
Very much so.
Yeah. I mean, teal and purple is a great scheme, right?
Yeah.
Always good. And yeah, then purple, and then the bone's kind of a little bit, similar tone to gold as well, so you get that kind of like going as well.
Yeah, no,
This one
really
this one also wins the RSPB award for birds, because there are 3 birds in this one.
Yeah, and
on
those
top
are
of that.
actually birds
Yeah.
rather than bolt guns.
Yeah.
Got that. That's a good callback.
That's a throwback to season 1. That's what we do in the business.
Season 1, me watching on my non HD monitor and going, is that a bird? Let's play bird or bolt gun.
Check out episode 7 or whatever it was. I actually think it was episode 7. Anyway, doesn't matter. No, these are really, really sick, Graham. You should be very proud. They're really, really cool. I really like this scheme. I really, really like it. And I'm learning something tonight, that purple is a fan favourite. So
Yeah, I
maybe
definitely think so.
I don't know if it's just that people have got like the access to the right colors to do it well, but it's always, whenever it's cropped up, it's always done really well. It always looks really like rich and luscious and just fantastic.
Yeah.
We ain't through them all yet.
Well, we've got more purple up next.
Hey.
Oh,
That's
Katari.
as well.
With some
Hi.
I mean, these look like they're just out of White Dwarf.
Yeah, they've jumped out the spawning pool and straight
Yeah.
onto our screens.
Took them at the Warhammer Fest
Yeah.
box, display, and just took them home.
Lovely armor feathering. Lovely armor feathering. I'm a big fan.
no birds.
Yeah. I love the different color and the transition of the guns as well.
Are we sure about that? Are we sure there's no birds?
Hey, one more
Hang
time,
on,
Josh.
hang on,
You're bullying.
Hang on.
Yeah,
Hang
I
on.
know.
Hang on. I've looked closely.
Scout
There are
them
no
up.
birds.
No, these are sick, Taro.
Yeah, real nice. I like the kind of fleshy pink on the flesh borer as well, on the kind of ammo tube and the actual barrel.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, they're great.
It also goes along with the lore of the Nids as well, because all the guns are actually different creatures that they are like form a symbiotic relationship with. So
Yeah,
it's
one's
not
full
just
of
like the gun
beetles.
is part of them. It's a different living organism.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different symbiote that's been grafted on. That one's full of beetles, flesh borer beetles. That's what they are.
That's the one.
I was trying to think of a Beatles reference there, but I couldn't.
Yesterday, all my biomass seemed so far away.
Yes.
Sorry.
Except it doesn't
I was
look
thinking
like it's
Love Me
here to
Do.
stay.
Yeah.
I was thinking Love Me Do well, like the going to be like singing that while they're shooting beetles at people's faces.
It's been a hard day's night. I've been a working like a gaunt.
Nice. He's got another submission from a quite recent video of mine. He has done a spectacular job of replicating the Frost Lord on Stonehorn.
Oh,
Wow, this
nice,
is
man.
cool. The picture on the left, its face that's terrifying.
He's an angry ogre on an even angrier Stonehorn.
Looks great.
I'm not gonna lie. For a minute, right? Because so when I did the Frost Lord, I also did his Thanquol and Bone Ripper, and I had to send 2 packages that day. When I saw this picture earlier today, I thought, did I send the Frost Lord to him and I've sent Thanquol to someone else? Because that would be really embarrassing. But then I remembered I've interacted with both people who've said, thank you very much for the correct miniature. So yeah, I mean, mate, you've absolutely crushed this one. Guitaro, you've done a fantastic job. And I think it looks amazing. It's such a such a lovely miniature. I think
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I think like the Frostlord on the top needs updating from Games Workshop, but I think the Stonehorn looks great.
The Stonehorn looks really good, and the way that Katari's done like the mouth as well, that's really well done.
Yeah.
Chewie says he's not.
It just
sleeping
looks
tonight.
It looks super naturalistic. It's lovely. That's awesome, and the blending into the ice on the on the Stonehorns,
Yeah.
is really good. Yeah, and the different leathers.
Yeah.
It's a man of fine leathers.
Yeah.
Is the Frostlord.
You've done an absolutely. That is an absolutely spectacular job, Katara. It really is. You should be extremely proud of it. Couldn't have done it better myself because I thought I did. Not that I thought I did it better. I thought I did do this one. But no, mate, it's absolutely spot on. You crushed it, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Right, yeah, we must move on because next up we have Daniel Watts with 10 Hearthkin.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy hole. I love these. They're really nice. Love the Great Arthurian League scheme as well. Yeah, awesome stuff.
These ones are not
Yeah, the
sponsored by
scheme just
EE.
works really well.
No, they were not sponsored by EE. Also, plus points to Daniel for maximizing the number of sunglasses in a single unit.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan.
I believe he asked in his submission that he feels like these are a bit shiny and that the matte varnish spray from Games Workshop is out of stock. Does anyone have any recommendations for a matte spray?
I've got the Color Forge one. I've got the Color Forge one. I haven't used it yet, but I've heard good things about the Color Forge matte varnish spray.
I know that there's a Vallejo one, and I know that there's a.
Yeah, I use the Vallejo matte varnish, and that's worked really well for me in the past.
There you go.
And you can either brush it on or airbrush it or whatever you want with it.
Yeah, because I think the only issue with Color Forge is I think they're only UK based at the moment, so they don't ship anywhere else.
If Daniel's not UK based, then sorry about that.
Think. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
I think Vallejo do. But yeah, no, I think they look absolutely fantastic.
I like the orange on the weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
the
good.
glow, the plasma glow is awesome. Also, lots of exposed heads. Didn't go for helmets, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. And a variety of different hair colours.
Yeah.
Representing the gingers out there.
There you go. There's no bald ones
Oh,
though. Oh no, there is. There's one at the back.
Why have they got socks on?
So I'm only 2 on you, and you're on 5. You need some new jokes, mate. No, they look great, Dan.
Comedy's worn thin like his hair.
He gave us, and now Adam's on 1. Because he gave us that. He gave us the Carl last month, and
Carl.
these are an excellent accompaniment. I really like how well he's captured that sort of. I always think of it, and I do apologise if this doesn't make sense to some people, about how the armor looks like Aquafresh.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, do you get what I mean? Like he's captured it really, really well. Particularly like in those recesses and this, that, and the other. I think it just looks absolutely spot on. Yeah, it's wonderful.
The transfers on Votann models is like really like. I don't know how to describe it. Really detailed.
Corporate
You know what I
sponsorship.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is. It is.
Exactly
That's what I really like about them. And you know, to your point, Josh, about the Aquafresh armor, like with the armor on Votann, always it of all, maybe not of all the 40k factions, because I guess Tau, but certainly of you know, most of them, these guys look like the most sort of what I would call futuristic version of realistic armor, in the sense of they're like, you know, it looks like kind of futures. It looks like a sort of pseudo 80s version of like futuristic ceramic plate almost. In a way that the Space Marines maybe don't, but that's because they have the more like medieval knightly aesthetic. And because the Votann are supposed to be, you know, this kind of they didn't really have a dark age of technology, or sorry, they didn't really experience the long night, so their technology just kept advancing. So they are this kind of, you know, capitalistic corporate society type thing, with all this advanced weaponry, but obviously based around their kin. Yeah, I think it's really cool, and I think Daniel's scheme as well, the way he's done the Great Arthurian League scheme really captures it.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah, very much so.
It's awesome stuff. Next up, Old Man Noz with more Immortals.
More Necrons.
More Immortals
Again.
is the alternative version to
It's
My
not great.
Immortal by Evanescence.
That'd be a weird ballad. Again,
I went
excellent.
the direction with like my Sharona. My
My Immortal. Excellent tubes. Lovely tubage. Excellent energy tubes. Lovely glow on both the weapons and the ankh on the chest, and indeed the eyes as well. I really like that.
Yeah.
And again,
A really
I like
lovely, subtle, like just a subtle color change in the different armor plating on the arms as well. It's just like a slightly
Yes.
different shade. It's like this, like very like subtle brass in there as well, which kind of then
It's
matches the stripe
more-
on the head.
yeah, it's more Zarakan, isn't it? It's that more kind of Zarakan
A little
style.
bit. It's only
Yeah.
on like little bits of arm plating here and there. It's not across everything. So it's a really lovely detail to look into.
Yeah, nice one, Noz.
Yeah, keep going. I've just got to quickly look something up.
Oh, okay. Well, again, it's not I wouldn't say this, but again, good example of basing scheme enhancing the model. You know, nice, and looks like they're walking across this dusty world, and you can then the metallics and the greens instantly contrast with that kind of sandy base as well, which is really nice. So yeah, and they look worn as well. They look like they've woken up from 10,000 years of slumber and have chosen violence.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Noz. Next up, teeny tiny victories. We have Laura with some Orc Boys.
Here we go.
These
I have to
is good
say,
boys.
The
The
best
skin
boys.
on these orcs
Yeah, the orc
looks
skin is-
incredible.
Really good.
Yeah, very good moisturising regime from the
Yes, they definitely have at least a 6-step skincare routine.
Yeah.
I've never noticed how
We-
good the heads are.
Yeah, they give.
Yeah,
good
I don't mean
the
in your
Goosebumps
picture. I
especially.
mean genuinely. Like generally, I've never noticed how good the heads are until seeing it now, and they look like with having been picked out the way you picked them out with in the green. They just look absolutely. They look really evil. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, they do. They definitely, the newer orc sculpts definitely bring across that rather than the slightly more comedic old school orcs, which I know is still
Yeah,
fun,
just
right? They're
slightly
still
more-
part of the orc
Slightly
thing.
more realistic.
Slightly more threatening, I would say.
Very much so.
Love the boss knob as well. I assume he's a boss knob.
he
With
loves
the
you.
the axe. Does he? That's good to know.
It's got
Good
that,
for him.
It's got that look of the Dawn of War. Rah!
Yeah.
Bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, charging up the battlefield to get slammed by a dreadnought.
and the weapons feel really orky. Like the way they're painted, they really add to it. Like they kind of
And-
like been thrown together a bit, if you know what I mean.
And do you know what as well? This is again a really good example of using a consistent color palette in different ways across a whole squad to really bring it together. Like you can see the consistent use of the red, the black, the sort of the bronzy gold as well on the weapon mounts. It just brings the whole squad together without any of them looking samey. If you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Mannerings is trying to sleep on the sofa tonight. No, these look absolutely wonderful. I love them. I can't wait to see what else you do next because the Beast Boss was great last month as well. It's just fabulous stuff. There's another one here, and this is what I was looking at because I had to get the exact wording up because I didn't want to get it wrong. So there's another one here, and this is.
Oh, it's just a really cool scheme.
So it's a 90s
Is it?
suffragette marine.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's suffragette colours. That's awesome.
The portcullis is based on a
Fantastic,
medal they
yeah.
received when released from Holloway after their hunger strikes and forced feeding designed by Sylvia Pankhurst. That's what I wanted to make
Wow.
sure that I was getting right and not just being like, I did that.
Yeah, I mean the blending on this is fantastic, and then great, like amazing, like crisp clean highlights. Also doing like a quartered marine, never easy. Never easy doing
No.
those quartered
No.
colors,
No.
and
This
the
has been
lines,
smashed
as
out
far
the
as I can
park.
see, are just really lovely and clean. Great depth of color, just beautiful.
I also, you know what I also really like about it is it's got, and I don't know the history of the medal that's been put on the shoulder pad there with the portcullis, but like it does look like, you know, the suffragette colours, the logo, like the arrow going into, because the portcullis is the logo of the British Parliament, so it's, you know, it's that kind of, you know, very direct kind of fighting for women's votes, you know, in the early 1900s. So yeah, I really like that as like a really cool scheme, really well done with some really nice historical references, as someone who does love a bit of history. Yeah, fantastic work, like genuinely really nice.
Yeah, that's lovely. It's a really lovely piece of
What
work.
a cool little bit of artwork. Like, that is fantastic.
Yeah, I love it. I love it so much. It's excellent. It's excellent.
So Laura said it's a first ever Space Marine as well.
Well, there you
Well,
go.
you've smashed it. Entire chapter,
That's
please.
great.
Done like this. Yeah, may take you some time, but, you know, worth it.
Once they get the house built,
Yeah,
absolutely.
the captain can assist after having besmirched the good name of the orcs.
Yes, exactly. Next up, Cetonius with Sons of the
Again.
Phoenix,
Purple gold.
Infernus
Purple,
Marines.
gold, white. Looks incredible.
Yeah, these look really good, really smooth. They're definitely not Emperor's Children's successors, called the Sons of the Phoenix. They've got purple arms.
Weapon
definitely
scorching
have.
as well. Love it.
Yeah,
There you go.
high quality weapon scorching.
Yeah. No, just
All the things that we love.
glorious paintwork here. Glorious, glorious. The gold is just so vibrant against the white. I love
It's-
it.
It is lovely.
Yeah.
It is, again, it is very Emperor's Children / Sons of the Phoenix, because it really stands out against that like pure white and the smooth purple as well. It's like really nicely done.
Yeah.
I mean, the gold almost looks like you've taken like gold leaf or gold foil and actually like put it on there. It's so shiny. It really like captures the light there.
Yeah, you can see it on this one on the middle that's facing to the left, the one next to the red stripe.
Yeah.
See that point just there on the. It's lovely.
Yeah,
Like the
like
people who
really
do like
captures the
spend
light.
hours and hours on like non-metal schemes, they can be incredible. But you find like a really lovely gold paint, and it produces the exact same effect.
yeah, and yeah, to Rugby Boy in chat, Alaric, I believe, has asked, like, is this the chapter Core was naughty in making? Yeah, I think that's the implication, is that this is one of those all Primaris chapters where he is heavily implied to have used Gene Seed from the Traitor Primarchs, although he denies doing such a thing. Hence the everybody is pretty sure they're
There's all this
they're
great quality
successors to
gene
Mordor.
seed in these like 9 vaults.
Yeah.
Why am I not allowed to use this?
Yep.
Yeah, we really like artwork and dueling and being perfect, but we're definitely not related to the Emperor's Children. We're actually Ultramarines.
We all have pet snakes.
Yeah.
No, it's really nice. He's got another one because we have some more purple.
Purple.
More bugs.
This is literally this episode can be called Tale of Warhipsters 2 Purple Rain, I think, because there's a lot of very nice purple in this. It's very Prince themed.
Never meant to cause you any sorrow. No, these are great.
We haven't had a little red Corvette yet, but no, these look really good, really nice. Again, lovely armor feathering. Love the skin as well, and the bases are suitably gribbly, which I'm a big fan of.
Yes.
Yeah. It's also a color scheme that just it looks great just on its own, but when you put it in mass together like this, it just works.
The gaunt carpet,
Yeah.
some might call
It
it.
feels, yeah. That's what I was say. It feels like a carpet. Like almost the Space Marine 2, you're going to be shooting these guys.
Maybe don't try to, if you've got a moving into a new house, maybe don't try to carpet your house with this.
It's definitely
Going to require a very large
Like
dice.
walking on Legos.
That would be fun. That would be a fun video. How I made an actual Gort carpet.
Someone's got to do it at some point.
You'll never believe
technically-
this.
House with
Uh,
Gorts.
I think technically you'll find this is a Gantt carpet, because these are in fact termagants. Hoi, 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 hoi.
Fucking hell.
I will.
You know somebody's going to comment. You know someone's going to comment, right? So this is like when we were talking on the podcast about
Also,
War Scrolls
do you
versus
actually-
data slates.
Do you know where the difference? Like, why did GW call these ones Gants and the other ones Gaunts? Do you know that, or is it just like something that's lost to time?
I actually don't.
It's because either somebody forgot a U, or somebody put one in by accident.
Really?
And then they've just kept on going, and no one's corrected
Yeah,
them.
so it's always been that way. I'm inclined to believe it's because somebody forgot a U, because we've had Barb Gaunts, Neuro Gaunts, Horma Gaunts, Termagants.
Oh, so they Gant's the outlier.
Surely Termagants would have been the first ones, though. So maybe they started with that, and they were like, "Oh, actually, we think
Right.
Gaunt sounds better."
Right. Well, so apparently, I've done a quick. We're doing it live, and apparently, the Termagant is the older one because it comes from a time when the names meant something. Because a Termagant means a violent, turbulent, or brawling woman. Apparently, it's an old insult, and it's in the same line of names as Harpy, Harridan, and Crone, which is all similar, slightly rude names for ladies.
There we go.
You come here for painting and looking at models, and you leave with education.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's fun.
So
Yeah.
supposedly that's the origin. I don't know if that's true, but that's certainly what people seem to be
so
saying.
At this
GW
point, they could
is the
probably
main
just add the
thing-
extra U, though.
With like a meaning, then they stopped doing it. I didn't even realise.
Oh, if you look at like lots of their old Space Marine names, they're just like really bad puns.
Okay.
Basically, like the ones that they made up in the 80s, like the very, very first ones they made up, it were like, oh, here's like a weird reference, or here's like a weird pun, or whatever, and they just now it's become law.
Yeah, to Laura's point in chat, yes, rude. Yeah, essentially, yeah. And like a carnifex is a Roman word for a butcher, so that's where that one comes from. Yeah, and a lictor was the guard of the Roman Senate.
Was somebody who licked people.
Yeah, he just went around going, bleh.
Yeah.
Lick it
Later, I hardly even know her.
It's getting to that point in the evening, ladies and gentlemen. That's where this is
Someone had to
going.
make that joke.
Let's move on. Next up, we have Nutshell with more Blood for the Blood God. We have 10
Blood for the blood god.
10 Berserker boys.
Thanks, Adam.
Love you, Berserker.
These are really good.
Just it's like that North FC meme. Love me blood, love me skulls. 8 Space Marines. Super. No, these are really well done. I love the vibrant red. I like the way you've picked out the World Eaters logo as well on the shoulder pad on the guy on the far right. Like you've got the green and blue in there, so it's the actual world logo. That's really nice.
There's a world to be eaten.
There is a world to be eaten.
All
These
worlds.
are really nice and like lovely choices, colors, obviously, and then just really like crisp, clean job.
Oh.
Yeah, simple basing, but really allows a miniature to shine. It's great.
I like Laura's made the point. Love the beer in the background. I also like the old battery as well sitting there.
PlayStation control.
Yep, old school PlayStation. And what's
So
that?
Switch games?
Paper Mario 2? Is that? I don't know.
That's great.
We will judge your backgrounds, apparently.
It's
There's
a
a
good choice
reason
of beer.
mine is blurred.
Yeah, because Rich's room is an absolute state right now.
Yeah.
He's running around. He's running around
Seen
before we
this.
started, going, "God, why is it so messy?" Hang on, and he just blurred it, and it's like, "Yeah, there we go."
Yeah.
It's
I've been busy.
I know. But no, these are great. I really like them. And
The whole model just feels really tied together.
yeah, and they're so tidy as well, particularly with all that trim going on. It's very impressive painting composition.
Yeah.
Anything with chaos, there's just so much trim to paint. It takes forever.
It is. It is. Right. Do you want to see something that made my jaw drop
Yes, please.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh,
Fuck off.
look at the. I'm being all nice, and you just go, "Yeah, fuck off." Go on, mate. Yeah. No, Ultramarine.
Yeah,
No,
these are great.
these are fantastic.
These are amazing.
So
The sergeant's
clean.
helmet, the gold on its like. Face
This is the Gary Lineker
pattern
Award for
thing.
Christmas.
This is this is another crispy award winner. Well done. You get a packet of cheese and onion. No, these are these are really, really nicely done. And you know what? Next time, because people say Ultramarines are a bit dull, and Ultramarines are poster boys.
Wait, who
Look at
says
these
that?
and tell me they're dull. The people on the internet, those wise sages that we have to
they
deal
better
with.
stay there.
But but look at these. Look how good they are. Look
These
how
are
good they
these
look.
are genuinely
Look at the
amazing.
knee pad. Look at
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that's like an insanely small freehand, and then there's also like a gradient on it as well. By the looks of it, it's
Mini creative. You're showing off because not only have you done the checkerboard and the gradient, you've gone like and I'm only going to do it on half. It's just really well
Wait,
done. Really,
that's
really
freehand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Fuck
freehand.
That's outrageous.
It is extremely crispy. Even what you've even done the like different color metal on the end of the fuel tank and as well as on the skull, which is like something I can never be bothered to do. So well done, like amazing.
These are good. Yeah, really. I mean, good just putting it. Laying it down.
See, Forge Father Hestan says not to undermine the amazing paintwork. I just love to rag on ultras, so people do.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, these are absolutely stunning, man.
7 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's high praise from Rich.
Next
Next up,
these are perfect.
we have even more Infernus Marines. We have some Dark Angels from Yamail Angmar.
This is like Infernus Marines and purple are the words of the
Yeah,
evening.
those are like the
Yeah.
two things.
In Purpulous Marines.
I'm from the oh god. I'm from the from the blue to the green to the dangles. These are really cool. I love it. Really nicely done. I love the shiny green armor.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually just love the flamers themselves. The orange tanks.
Yeah, the orange tank's cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, I always love the like it's such like deceptively simple scheme for the Dark Angels, but like actually like full green armor within the pop of white and a little bit of reds. It's so simple yet so effective.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Real good.
Yeah. No, this is sick, buddy. Dark Angels quite popular on tail of many Warhipsters, as are Black Templars.
Aren't they? Yeah.
Yes. Next up,
They're both
Very
like really
chaotic.
great chapters of successes.
we have another visit to the world of Star Wars with some more super battle droids.
More purplish? Kind of purple?
They're more
Red,
burgundy.
reddy purple?
Burgundy, yeah. They're like,
I was
they're
trying to link it, guys.
Yeah. Get yourself a
Kinda like,
painting
yeah,
swatch.
between,
Come on.
like,
Yeah. Need to shake my
red and, like,
glasses.
pinkish, and I
Yeah,
mean they're
I-
lovely.
Yeah, I'd actually call this Corsican sunset. It's really, really, really nice, really nice. No, I really love these. Yeah, Coruscant sunset. Yeah, no, I really like these, and it's a cool take on. I don't know if there's ever been like B2 battle droids that aren't the generic kind of gunmetal color that they normally are, or the sort of bluish, I guess they sort of are. But this is a really cool take on them, and I like the fact you've picked out like only certain bits of the body and the arms. Like you can still see all the joints and the interlocking
These ones
armor.
take pride in their appearance.
Yeah, they are concerned with their appearance. No, they are cool. I really like them.
These are ones
Yeah,
that you would
exactly.
see like on parade day or something like that.
Yeah. These ones
Yeah.
are chilling around with the Emperor.
Shiny.
Yes.
Shiny.
Right. No, they are excellent. I'm Shatterpoint, man. It's really popular. It's really great.
Great models.
These are great. Yamail, you're welcome for the comments. Thank you very much for submitting. I mean, fabulous stuff. And these are really, really great as well. Battle function.
Hey, man.
Next up, we have Aranan with 3 units of Nurglings.
These are great. Look at them. They're having fun.
Yeah, This really, yeah, like it really does capture the fun. But I love how you've integrated them with terrain, so they feel like they're part of the battlefield, or they've just found stuff and are doing stuff to it that you probably don't want to find out about. But
Yeah.
these really capture that sort of.
I think that
model.
there's representatives of like every sort of Nurgling as well that ends up on bases, because you've got the sassy Nurgling. There's the one that's carrying the grenade. Yeah, there's the one that's carrying the grenade, which is from the Noxious Blightbringer, one of those kits. And you've also got the guys from Mortarian's base as well. So the guy holding the little Chaos Star, he's from Mortarian's base, if I remember correctly. So this is really, really cool and really fun. And they all look like mini dioramas, which I completely approve of.
Yeah,
because it's
absolutely
fantastic.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely stuff. Next up, we have Mr. Boob.
Move on.
They're all right. Yeah.
Nah, these are cool.
Who brings us some Vigilators.
Yeah.
It's very interesting,
Yeah.
like pattern he's got on the base, like the effect.
It looks like walking over a glacier. Like it's
Yeah,
like
I'd
that
like to know how he's done that.
striated ice.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
stranded stone or ice or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. No, they're really, really cool. I like the kind of bronzy gold of the armor is like bang on.
Yeah.
More purple.
And then little pops
More-
of like
more-
purple,
purple, yeah.
pink, or that sort of like turquoise sort of teal color.
Plus, two-handed swords are always
That's great.
cool. Everyone loves a two-handed sword.
Yeah, if you buy these models, you want them with the swords. Like, I'm not sure about competitively, but you want them with the swords because they just look cool.
Yeah, well, they're just like shield maidens, right? This is because like when you compare them with, if you think of Custodes as being sort of more like a paladin rather than a knight. You know what I mean? It's they look great. He's also done a pile of terrain. Because I think Mr. Boob is well into his
Boarding actions, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I like these.
I did see a sneak preview of these, and they look great. It's such great color variation as well.
No, they are really cool. I really like it. It looks like that kind of rusted interior of a long abandoned Imperial, or indeed just human ship.
Yeah, well, a space Hulk.
A spulk.
Yeah, an arc of omen.
Yeah, one arc of one omen.
Oh man, it's an arc. No, he's done a great job on terrain. There's all that kind of lovely patina to the rust and this, that, and the other kind of thing.
And the
He's
glow.
really been
the glow
here in
from
chat, Mr. Boob.
Yeah,
He's
the
probably
glow.
gone to
The glow
bed.
from all the. Yeah, we didn't get to him in time.
Yeah.
Sorry, boob.
So we'll just skip past him.
Sorry,
Next up, we have John J. Genestealer Cult Ridge Runner.
Yeah, Ridge Runner, Kitty's Ridge Runner.
Very Mad
Real
Max.
nice. Yeah, I like the use of the yellow as well. Makes it look like a proper like industrial vehicle, like one of those big, those big like dump truck things that you get in the big mines, the big open cast mines.
Yeah.
This could be in
The
Borderlands.
weathering on this is top notch.
Yeah, the weathering is
It
real
like
nice.
makes it look like it's. This is a truck that's been in the mine for like 50 years, kind of thing, or like 100.
Yeah.
Like, it just keeps on going, and it's had so many dings and dents to it, and now it's been repurposed to, service the uprising, as it were.
And the wheels
Serve the
make
cult.
it feel like it's been driving on.
Mr. Boob is here.
Boob's come back. Yeah, he's come back. We've moved on, mate.
Let's
We've
go
moved
back
on.
then, shall we?
He's at his time.
Listen, I want to go to bed at some point. They was really good, Boob. You did a great job, mate.
Yeah, no,
really
it's
great
great.
job, Sean.
Well done,
yeah,
Boobs.
Yeah, no, it's again, excellent weathering, excellent color scheme overall. I like the cult logo on the front. Looks like it's been burned on with a blowtorch.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah, that's nice. It's nice, and like
Very
you
G-
said, Rich,
very-
it looks like something out of Borderlands, which is really cool.
Throwback to a great video game.
We only have 2 more individuals left, so next up, he's in the chat.
P-Man,
More.
painter of Leviathan.
Wow.
Incredible.
So
Yeah,
these
that's
have
really-
been. These are.
The detail on these
Yeah.
and the color choices, they just work incredibly well, but they're also all executed perfectly.
I love how
Really, really
dramatic
great
the photo
photos.
is as well.
Yeah, it does look
Great
like the
photography
winged
skills.
the winged prime is sending forward the hordes of the Termagants.
Mm.
Really cool. I'm also now looking at my Termagants, which I wanted to finish for this submission and didn't, and I'm going, I think I need to work a bit harder on these because these are fantastic.
Well, if this is the standard, yeah.
Yeah.
All purple.
But yeah, no, these are really cool. These are really, really cool. That's fantastic,
Stunning,
mate. And
stunning models.
just the feathering on the armor plates as well.
Yeah, all of it.
Also, like the details of the prime, of like the eyes and the teeth, are all picked out. They're small and hard to get to. But they have different color to them, and they're picked out really well, so you can see the detail rather than just being lost in whatever's left.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
it's wonderful. It's wonderful stuff. There's another picture which we'll do here, since the other side of them.
Oh wow! Look at the weapons.
Yeah,
Absolutely lovely.
they just look great, man. You should be really pleased with these. They look great. Just couldn't have done them better myself, honestly. Did you use my video? This could be marketing for Space Marine too. I'll send them. I'll send THQ. Is it THQ? It's not THQ, is it? I'll send
No,
them.
that's who it was before, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's Dawn of War, wasn't it?
I'll send them a link to
Yeah.
to this and just be like, hey, give me the game for free, but also, hey, check this out. Please give me the game for free.
It's Saber Interactive, isn't it?
Something like that. But yeah, man, these look fantastic. You should be really, really happy with them, because I know he wasn't very confident with them, but you misplaced.
They're fantastic. They're
Not
amazing.
confident. Outrageous.
Because they're just absolutely excellent.
Confident.
Um,
Why?
There you go. Right, last but not least, we have Nautius Maximus. Comes at us with some square-based goodness in the form
I
of
was
some
gonna
flesh.
say,
This is cool.
Square Base is getting ready for some old world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the sort of, in
Who let the dogs out?
Yeah. Some lovely flesh hounds. Yeah, I'm a big fan. We've got a really classic one over here.
Great.
Oh,
I was
okay.
gonna say, like, trying to
Yeah,
like
not
pick
seen
out
one of
if they're
those
like
before.
the old models or the new models, and I was like, I think they're new models, but I wasn't sure about the one on the right.
I really like how the tone goes throughout the model. If you know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah, it really fits together really well. And then one
Yeah.
on the second one from the left, that little snarl, love it.
Yeah. And the blending of the like back, the like kind of black on the spikes and on the, I guess, thicker skin on the back as well, into
yeah.
the heads as well, like along the top of the heads. It's really nice, very naturalistic.
Yeah.
I really like it. Well, as natural as
then
a demon hound can ever be.
Yeah, as they appear in the real world. But I
Yeah.
love also the pop of the brass or gold on the collars of corn as well.
Yeah.
Bully XLs. No, they're really good, really well done.
Yeah. No, they're excellent work. Excellent work. He does have a close-up of his favourite one.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Blood for the blood god. Blood for blood god.
Blood for the blood god. And
You
that,
can really see
Stand on
like the smoothness of the highlights there as well.
oh yeah, this is great. I'm a big fan of flesh hounds, and they've been executed perfectly. And to see them on square bases is really cool. There's a really nice little bit of a
In the future, we might see some more square bases.
yes.
Absolutely.
So there we have it, gang. That is the last one. So, how was it? How was it for you?
I feel like I've
It's
been
good.
through something.
I'll chuck mine into my into next month.
Yes. Yes. Because it's already 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So chuck them into next month.
Purple better be an ongoing theme.
Because
I have a lot of
you've
purple.
got purple Space Marines, don't you?
I've got purple Space Marines this month or next month. So yeah.
So we'll do the thing that we usually do. Is YouTube
What's
being
that?
rude? What's happening? Is it gone?
It looks like it's working.
Yeah, it looks like it's working on mine.
Oh dear. Let us do a quick who was your favourite? And I'm going to start with you, Mr. Gwatkin, whilst I check some numbers.
Ooh. Hard to pick a favourite. I'll try to pick a top 3.
We got a game.
Well, yeah, I would say so. An average painter with his blue sort of knightly Vertus Marines. That's definitely one of them. There's so many good ones. I'll go Aranand for his Nurglings with that we just saw with all the terrain included as well, because that's like telling a story of the Nurglings, and they are like the most fun Nurglings I've ever seen, I think. Ooh, and then last one, I'm gonna say teeny tiny victories for the Orc Boys, because that skin was beautifully executed. There was honestly so many more that I could mention, and I'm sure the others will as well.
Awesome. Mr. Smith?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for 2 that stood out. So Vilka Era's Furnace Marines. I loved all the extra bits to make them really spaceball-y. And then I'm gonna go for Alaric. I just thought they were so cool. So they're the 2 that I really stood out for me. As you're doing something on the stream,
Mr. Robbins?
I mean, look, everything tonight was brilliant, and the problem is there's too many good ones to pick from. But I will pick a one, which is Laura's 90s suffragette marine, and purely for the reason of, I mean, again, excellently painted as everything else that the guys have mentioned was, but also just a really cool, like, interesting historical reference as well, and a classic space marine, and it was her first space marine, as she said. So yeah, I think really well done.
Awesome. I think I'm gonna just give him another massive compliment. Katara's Frostlord on Stonehorn. For me.
Yeah.
It was probably
cool.
That was brilliant.
Probably my favourite. I just think it's just brilliantly executed. I think it looks amazing. You don't see that model get painted up very often, because they're not the most popular of factions these days. But anything Ogors is always very nice.
Yeah, the standard is just so high. Like it's
Oh,
just so high. I'm really glad mine didn't get shown, because mine are not that
10. Yeah, it's incredible. Like, absolutely keep up the great work and keep on sending these, because they're a joy to see all these.
And there was no Meg this month. Like, there's some big hitters who even sent any in. Like me, no big hitters.
Definitely.
Rich is just out here throwing elbows left, right, and centre right now.
No submissions from the Grand Fromages who operate the stream, or not operate the stream, but appear on the stream.
I got my submission in.
Yeah, but you're like a petit fromage, Josh. I hate to tell you this, but
yeah.
It would be really weird if you didn't do mission.
I'm the most redundant part of this entire enterprise. Next up, so what I should do is I should do this, where I put this video and put it on the screen for you. This is the deadline for the next one is 30th of September, naturally. You will be required to paint one specialist / other unit, so this could be heavy support, fast attack, elite type thing, or artillery, behemoth, whatever. Obviously, submit the same way that we've done all 3 times, therealwarhipster@gmail.com, or in the member / patrons Discord server. There's a specific thing there for you to do that, and there is the Google form link below. It's a fresh form that I've popped it into the description. You should be able to see it as of right now. So do make sure you start working on episode 3's entries. And I think the only thing left to do is to randomly generate a number to see who wins their next unit.
Great.
No, not just randomly say a number.
47.9.
69.
So let me just check. Right, yes, it is between 1 and 49. So I'm just gonna.
Is it one including yourself?
No, 1 is not including myself.
I was just checking.
That's the whole point. So here it is.
What?
So
I've won my own competition.
I'm gonna generate a number now, and then I'll tell you who won. Number 9. Engine, number 9. So number 9 was Lacuva.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Lacuva. Who painted us those lovely Dark Angels. So if we just scroll back up. So there we are.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Lacuva. There they are.
Oh,
These
yeah,
ones.
Nice.
The markings,
A worthy winner. A worthy winner. I mean, everyone would
Very
have been a
much
worthy
so.
winner, but yeah, excellent. Well done, Lakiva. Congratulations.
So send me a message however you wish. Email me, WhatsApp, or I will email you if I don't hear from you by the
Smoke
end of
trails
the
on the hills.
and
Carrier pigeon.
I will buy your next unit for you and ship it to you.
War Titan.
I would like a Smaug.
No, because Smaug is not a specialist unit. Thank you very much. He is a behemoth.
Talmanta, specialist plane.
Okay, now listen. You have to, within reason. This is a conversation. And if you say to me, "Oh yeah, no, I want a Warlord Titan," I'll be like, "Okay, you can have a Warlord Titan if next month you paint your own Warlord Titan to prove that you're doing Titanicus."
Yes.
That's fair. That's a fair thing to go for. If you email Josh, he'll also send you a packet of crisps to those who want. No, you won't.
I can send you a packet of crisps as well if that's what you would like.
I wouldn't send a packet of crisps in the mail. It's not going to go well, is it?
No,
You're better
do
off
it.
sending
It'd be funny.
I have to wrap it up as tightly as I do a Warhammer model. But yeah, so yeah, do send me our depth copters special enough. Yeah, they're absolutely. They're a specialist, so they're a fast attack. Is what they would have been considered. So Lacuva 13, congratulations on winning your next unit. Do email me therealwarhipster@gmail.com and tell me what you want. If you are not based in the UK and it's easier
What you
for
really,
me,
really want.
yeah, and it's easier for me to buy you a voucher for your favourite local gaming store, then I can do that. If you just tell me what you want, I can buy you the voucher for the amount of money that you need.
Sorry, I don't know if you. I know you're doing a very serious announcement, Josh, but I don't know if you've seen chat and Lakuva's ignored the fact you're going to buy him his next unit. Has just gone, yo, free crisps.
I mean, if you want me to send you a bag of free crisps, I will send you a bag of free crisps. That is fine.
See,
He might
you
have
guys-
been the first Gary Lineker Crisp Award, so
Yeah, see, you guys all thought the Gary Lineker Crisp Award was the joke, but that's what the people want to win. That is what the fine people of the Warhipster community want to win.
So do email me.
crisps.
Do email me at therealwarhipster@gmail.com for your preference of model and crisps. Apparently, is what I'm now doing, and I'm gonna have to do one of these things where the grand prize at the end of it all is a lifetime supply of your favourite crisps, aren't I? Set up a subscription.
No, just a
of that.
multi-pack, like one of those 6-packs in one.
Yeah.
We'll just get
A
we'll go
multi-pack.
down we'll go down Costco and see if we can get like one of those industrial catering sized crisp selections. You can just have that.
Can I get a voucher for
Or
a free
of
packet
a
of
crisp
crisps?
factory or something.
What have I started?
Okay, so if you submit to Tale of Many Warhipsters next month and you win, and what you want is a voucher for your local Sainsbury's to go and buy your own favourite brand of crisps, we can do that because it's cheaper for me. But just remember, a model can last a lifetime. A packet of crisps can last you about 10 seconds.
Hey, a moment on a lips, lifetime on a hips.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There we go. What a fun way to end. Does anyone have any final thoughts in chat or in or out of you three, or just
I don't think
you
it's
know,
Not sure
safe
you
for us
need
to
any
provide
more
our
of our
thoughts at
thoughts,
this
to be
time.
honest. There's nothing going on up here. There's a couple of brain cells rattling around at this point.
anyone?
Just all the models that we saw today were fantastic, and can't wait
Yeah.
to see what you guys do
Stop
next.
being nice, Rich.
Yeah, like seriously,
Oh,
well done,
Adam's doing
guys.
it as
One
well.
of us has to be.
Oh, these models, yeah, everything was. And Josh, you didn't get enough credit for your really good. I've taken a mick at this.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you.
Thank you for turning up.
Can I ask for a Contrast Plus video for the Retributors chapter from the Astartes movie? You can certainly ask, and I shall endeavour to do one. I don't know what the colour
That's a
scheme
cool
is.
request.
Was it like
Like
grey and
greyish, isn't it?
black?
It's like a
Grey
grey
and
and black
white.
one, yeah.
Something like that. So one more time, I will put the rules. The next deadline. Deadline number 3 is September 30th. So make sure you get them in before then. So you've got 17 days, although I'm sure most of you have started working on the next one. It is one specialist / other unit. So fast attack, elite, heavy support, whatever you like. And then submit it via the realwarhipster@gmail.com or via the members / patrons Discord server, or follow the Google form link below, whichever you would prefer. And yeah, on that note, that's all that's left to do for Tale of Many Warhipsters episode 2 in season 2. And yeah, so it's time for us to end. We will see you next month for episode 3. Thank you very much, guys. I will upload the pack again into Discord as well, by the way, so you guys can all have a look. Yeah, see you all later. Love you, bye. Anyone else want to say goodbye?
Bye, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, cheers, everyone.
Bye.